Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
BoxingVoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the body punches? When I was hitting him with body punches, I heard him actually, he was crying in there. You were saying that Gibbs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on.
BoxingVoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time. Absolutely, I knew he was tough and taking those punches.
Quality Beyonce Productions.
Making women gestures like,
Let's go, champ. This the champ. It's Shannon the champ. With the fake champ. With Alex Lightning. Let's go. BoxingVoice.com. I'm a team like he's a C-plus fighter. I'm a dominant, I'm a dog-fish fighter.
I'm talking about punch. We're going to punch you for 12 rounds. Either the referee says you had enough, or you can say you had enough, or you can stay your ass there all night until you ain't had enough.
I feel I'm the best in the sport, and to be the best, you got to beat the best. And all I did was beat opponents. I worked my way from the bottom to the top. I won a title by beating top competition and top fighters. This guy was
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Today is Sunday. It's Crow Day. A lot of crow to be served, a lot of fights to be reviewed. Stars were born, and controversy, as always, surrounds the sport that we love. But this is boxing. We're going to head on over to the Sunshine State, to the home of the good doctor.
Boxing MD, what's going on, brother? I know you want to sit in on this.
We're going to head on over to the Sunshine State. Boxing MD, what's going on?
Is that a fair statement to make? You have to be honest with yourself. Well, I'm glad Nestor Gibbs has some medical help, because Nestor Gibbs is going to have a bad case of CIV this year. You want to ask what that stands for? CIV? Crow immunodeficiency virus? Pedraza is going to use his veteran techniques to win. But on a better note, this was an excellent weekend of boxing with honestly a fight that could be in the running for 2006 if it was last year, 2016 fight of the year in Jack versus DeGale. So excellent weekend of boxing, and I don't know what Floyd Mayweather was saying, but that night that the card they put on was an excellent night for boxing. So I enjoyed my Saturday night.
Back in the Garden State.
What's up, man? I just want to say I saw the fight too.
stay focused, stay working my dad.
I saw the fight too.
If you come to fight, I'm going to do for you, man.
I saw the fight too.
I think you accurate.
I saw the fight too. Indeed, I did. I had a great weekend. I was so high off of boxing last night. So whether you hate it or you love him, Floyd Mayweather did present that card. You know, he also dropped his tagline, Mayweather Promotion, the past, the present, and the future of entertainment. Yes, indeed. And welcome to Brooklyn, Eddie Hearn, if he hasn't been here before. My first time seeing him at the Barclay, which seemed energized. Nestor Gibbs, you were there live. I don't know if it was I don't know the size of the O2, but it was as electrifying as you would call the O2. Is that cool or is that wrong?
Well, I wouldn't even begin to know what the O2 looks like from the inside. But let's head on over to California to Matthew. What's going on, brother? Talk to us.
Nothing much, guys. I'm pretty hyped on those fights last night. I thought all the fights were good, from Kitrov, Islam to Serrano to Davis to DeGale. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was definitely one of those nights where it makes me love boxing. It epitomizes everything I love about boxing. Even the majority draw I love. So it was just something that I can't wait to talk about.
All right, well, let's get right into it, man. Start with the I guess the young Gervonta Davis, who put on.
You don't want to start with the pre-Sabbath affair?
Why start with the worst thing to turn people off?
Right, let's just get into the meat.
I mean, it's like a movie. You got to build. Nah, I'm fucking with you. Let's go ahead. Let's start with the tank.
It's because he's Jewish. He wants to talk about fucking the rabbi. Go ahead.
What?
Man.
I don't. What's his name is not even Jewish because he was showing some dishonesty with a potential dive. So he might need to turn back that rabbinical license, right? With that controversial knockout. But we'll touch on that later. Ness, we could go ahead with one of the futures in boxing now. Is it fair to say that?
Almost.
I wonder, hey guys, I wonder how much time MD practiced that joke in front of his girl. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know, boiling up inside. He's like, fuck it, I gotta get this out. Knowing damn well we wasn't gonna talk about the fucking rabbi possibly till the end of the show, or if a caller brought that shit.
I know, that's why I brought it in, right? You got to give praise, right? I'm sure if there was an Iman fighting, right, it would get all over the news, right? So a rabbi should get some attention, should he not?
I guess, man. I have no clue, to be honest with you. But
we know you don't.
Let's get into the future star. The young Gervonta Davis scored a beautiful TKO in the 7th round to snatch away the IBF junior lightweight title from one Jose Pedraza from Puerto Rico, the sniper. Right off the bat, he didn't come in with the game plan that he needed to. We all expected him to use his attributes and put them to good use and box, use the ring. He went in there thinking he was a puncher. I think that he got caught up in everything that Gervonta was saying, and he wanted to somehow prove Gervonta wrong or teach him a lesson, and he tried to bang with him. And for a long time, you know, it looked like Gervonta's power wasn't gonna be that much of a factor. You know, Pedraza was taking him pretty well. He was rolling with the shots and he was staying active, but it was hard to give him rounds even when he was winning rounds because his shots, they just had nothing on him. You know, every round I could see how a judge or a fan would say, nah, I'm going to give it to Gervonta because he was landing the sexier punches or the more meaningful shots, you know, the harder blows, the counter shots. It was coming from him. Was Pedraza doing some good work, you know, mixing it up and down, jabbing? Yes. I loved his head movement to the side, but I think that he was trying too hard to make Davis look bad. Because even in his showboating, like when his side-to-side movement, when it would have success, he would do it too long or he would put his hands down, you know? He would gesture. He was just all out of character, man. It was sad. And I think that the beginning of the end came when, you know, Gervonta landed a big body shot, and that kind of changed the demeanor of the fight. But totally impressed with this kid. I mean, you have to be.
His clowning.
To do something like he did versus the caliber of opponent of Pedraza so that you can believe what he did is real. And I believe now.
Yeah, I mean, his clowning wasn't as bad as like an Edson Miranda, you know, Lucien Boutte, but I always hate to see it's always embarrassing to see a fighter clown somebody and get his ass whooped at the same time. I don't really see the purpose of it. Even the people in the commentary were saying that obviously he's taking some damaging punches from him. His head movement, which was good at times, but is irresponsible because he was leaving himself open for some of those clean shots by having his hands nowhere near his face, relying only on reflexes. And Tank was able to execute upon that. And his punches, like Ness said, in the beginning didn't seem to have a huge amount of impact because he was throwing his entire body into those punches. There wasn't much more leverage he could get. And he was leaving himself open to be countered. But Pedraza never used his feet, the slickness that he was perceived to have, and moved back and counter. There was opportunities to counter there because Davis was throwing wildly, but his athleticism was too much. And obviously, it worked the entire night because it was a great result and a great coming out party for Davis. Really impressed, obviously.
Yo, can I say something? All right, cool.
I was about to say, Young Casual, tell me what you think, because I know that you picked this one. First of all, actually, you're right. You were right in asking, can you say something? I'm a cutoff king. Let me cut you off just to eat crow publicly so that it doesn't come back around to bite me when the callers start calling in. I picked Pedraza.
And I picked Gervonta Davis because I never saw him fight before, but just knowing that he's a knockout artist fighting a puncher, or I mean a boxer rather, and immediately watching the fight, I thought Pedraza strategy, because I heard him say during his final press conference that if Gervonta were to get tired, he's going to KO him. So my hopes were high for Pedraza, but I was definitely going for the KO guy. Not because of TMT, just because, the reputation. The reputation was that he's a KO guy. So he came in super flashy, and you're like, whoa, this kid is flashy. He's the truth. And the combos just kept stealing the attention. To my opinion, I thought the judges would give it to him if it went 12 rounds because of these combo punches that were landing. Pedraza did have his hands up, but just always up, and he wasn't as active as Ness. Broke him down on our video.
Stupid ass high guard for no reason, getting punched in the face with uppercuts.
But he gave up on that high guard, and he just literally was baiting him to, maybe it was around the 4th round. He was, doing the come on, hit me in the face technique, right? And and for a few rounds, it was extremely exciting. This was a great fight too, Ness.
Great ass fight. It was but
great look. It was great to you guys because you both picked them, right? And to me, it was frustrating because I'm sitting here looking at this.
It's great to me because I like boxing and violence, and there's both of that in that fight. That's for sure.
So great that the doctor gave Pedraza a drunk driver.
Yeah, I'll talk about that in a second.
They're doing that in New York now after the
Not a fan of that.
So they're making you go forward, backwards, left, right.
It actually gives fighters more time to recover and get hurt more. I don't see the opposite.
They're checking more.
They're looking for neurological responses to see if the guy has his balance. But again, I think by stopping him for another 10, 15 seconds, it gives somebody 10 and 15 more seconds to recover to hurt the other guy. So I see both sides, but I'm on the old school side with that one.
But in the end, even though if it would have gone 12 rounds, Pedraza was getting hit way too much to even pull off an upset, which I thought was going to eventually happen. But Gervonta Davis, the future, as Floyd Mayweather said.
It wasn't an upset. It actually, like Ness mentioned in short, it was a really weird. Sometimes this happens. Months ago, Davis was about a 2-1 underdog, and as the fight got closer, the odds flipped. So going into right before the fight, Davis was a slight favorite. So this is a 50-50 fight going in. So I would say that's a better assessment.
Did anyone get to check the video that we did at the media workout when Nestor Gibbs asked Gervonta Davis, what if you hit Pedraza and he doesn't go anywhere? His reaction was like, they all go somewhere. And it was a great reaction. If you haven't checked the video, look it up on YouTube. But in the end, Pedraza wasn't going anywhere. So I was starting to doubt Davis' power. But Davis is just super flashy. To me, looked accurate, and he finished the guy. So let's cheer him, applaud the dude, Gervonta Davis.
Well, again, it was definitely an exciting fight. Vasyl Lomachenko is the king in that division. The talks have already begun. Where Davis goes from here is going to be interesting. I'm going to start from Pedraza up. Miguel Berchek, he's going to be facing Francisco Vargas. Berchek is number 16. Pedraza falls to 17. And I like using box rec because they're most recent. And I know that you guys don't like them because they're points, but whatever. It's a gauge, all right? You don't have to live by it. Now you got a bunch of unknown dudes. Mura is around 11. Uchiyami is around 12. Roman Martinez. based off what I've seen, I just want to say I think the Tank beats the living hell out of Roman Martinez. I would love them to make that fight, to have that barometer fight with what Lomachenko did and see what Tank does, because people rate that Lomachenko win over Martinez so highly. And you know, out my mouth, the same thing that always comes out is, yo, Mikey did that shit like 2 years ago. So I would like to see what a young Tank does versus a Roman Martinez on his campaign to catching up to Lomachenko. I don't.
But if you think so lowly of Martinez, wouldn't that be a step back from Pedraza, who is in his prime good fighter?
You need to get a barometer opponent so you could build up some sort of marination for a fight with Vasyl Lomachenko and Tank Davis. I wanted to bring this up, MD, because you use this as a barometer yourself. Man, Tank is extremely popular on social media, both Instagram and Twitter. Now, I know it comes from that Mayweather influence, but he's already at 250,000. That's more than Terrence Crawford, more than Danny Garcia. I don't know. Producer, check what Broner's doing, because Broner's fairly popular, but this kid is on the fast track. And, you know, Mayweather was talking last night how Broner has that crossover appeal, and not everyone can be, you know, outspoken and demand people to see you and get those ratings and things like that. And Broner has that. And I think Tank has that in his own way. He says little.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Broner's seemed to find his sea legs, and he's become mature now, right? Did you not see the interview?
Absolutely not. That's all a front for
he took out the Golden Grill. I think did he have shades in the interview or not?
No, not on the Showtime one.
He just displayed maturity.
Wait, he had no shades on?
I don't think no shades.
That's a big listen. I mean, he grew up, he took off his fucking glasses, and at least he's trying to I guess give off the perception that he's it was the most awkward question where he goes, there was even, you know, you even tried to hurt yourself, didn't you? And he was like, yeah. Like, you know, so, you know, it was just a very weird, awkward interview, but they at least give up the perception. Can you at least agree with that he's trying to become an adult now, according to himself, right?
It's fine. What's wrong with that?
I would say he's trying to become an adult in front of the network cameras.
I would say
or display maturity in front of the network cameras and things like that. Even when they did the announcement press conference at the Barclays Center live with Mayweather this Saturday, you know, and I was there, it was Mayweather doing much of the talking. He's just, you know, he's learning. In order to get to that next level, he's going to have to let people guide him, because he tried it on his own already and he's not successful. You know, they're blaming it on, you know, Mayweather, and he used a lot of those terms during the press conference. Like, it's not him, it's the people around him. So he's surrounded by the right people, and that's supposed to be the CEO of About Billions. But I mean, he was there all along. And now he's surrounded with Mayweather, who's going to guide him and you know, mold him. But he was there all along. So I don't know, man. I mean, every so often we have to give Adrian Broner a resurgence, kind of in the media, so that he has another opportunity. But his numbers keep declining. I remember the last time out, it was like 600,000. You know, when he was 1 million. You know, people, it would be like 1 million people watching him at one point.
Yeah, because that was coming off because through all his bullshit in the beginning, even if he was fighting guys that he was bigger than, sometimes he was winning. And after Sean Porter beat him pretty easily, he lost the luster, because he's not how could he be about billions if he's about losing, especially when he has that perception with never losing. So that's kind of been, I guess, fundamental to his decline in numbers, as well as, you know, because like, how could you, it's difficult when you have that perception to continue to be so cocky and so arrogant if you're not winning.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's not, you can't knock the kid, right? He's not winning at 147. He's not winning versus 147 pounders, and versus 147 pounders, he's faring up very fucking well. He dropped Porter in the 12th, and he fucking went to war with Maidana. He got up from Maidana's big shots, and he hurt Maidana, you know, so he just needs to get his shit together. But, you know, I'm not here to make excuses for a multi-millionaire, man. Fuck him, you know. But
I want to say this, right? Because Gervonta's name and popularity brought up Adrian Broner. Gervonta, and you said the right people around him. He's being managed as well. I mean, he's got Al Heyman, but you got to remember Floyd Mayweather has been around everything from Bob Arum to becoming Pretty Boy to Floyd Money. And like you said, the right people around him. Floyd is probably the guy who is giving Gervonta the template. I think he's molding him more to be like the next Floyd Mayweather. Opposed to
that's not true though, because he said he had to step back from him.
He stepped back, but that's still his investment. So he's shaping that career. I don't think that Gervonta got all those followings from nowhere. When Floyd speaks, the boxing public looks that direction, and that's Gervonta Davis right now.
No, I hear you. And Ness, to go ahead with your just instead of, I think the only guy at 130 that I'd favor against Davis would be Lomachenko. I think he's that good. I think that he provides a level of athleticism and explosion, especially with that punching power and the combination. And his gas tank surprised me because he looked a little bit.
Uppercuts are insane. He's looking like fucking Ryu and Ken in there. I mean, it was crazy. Pedraza just let me all types of down, like fighting on the inside, fighting with a high guard on the inside, opening yourself up for the uppercut. I just want to say before you guys cut me off again, two things, right? First thing is our Patreon listeners and subscribers, you guys are going to be in for a treat because me and Alex and a few other media members watched this fight with Andre Rozier, the trainer of Daniel Jacobs. So, you know, he was giving his takes. Everybody, it was just really good. So I'm going to be posting that to Patreon only later on after the show. Secondly, before you guys come here, I was trying to get through a list of names just to see. You're making it easy by saying, you know, the only one you favor over Gervonta is Vasil. But for the listeners listening that don't know who's in this division, you got Takaishi Mora, who we all seen have a good fight with, I believe, Francisco Vargas. Then there's Johnny Gonzalez, who knocked out Abner Mares. Yeah, obviously Tank Davis. Roman Martinez, we seen him lose to Mikey Garcia and also beat Orlando Salido, have like 3 fights with Salido and lose to Vasil Lomachenko. Who else is there? Miguel Roman. No clue who's this guy. Somebody named, is that Mikey Garcia? No. I don't know who the hell Miguel Roman is. Somehow he's number 7. I'm going to have to get a picture of this guy. Who's this guy? But Nicholas Walters is next. Jezreel Gonzalez is Corrales is there. Jason Sosa. But remember, Sosa isn't the full WBA. So, and look at this. Jezreel Corrales is ranked under Sosa, who is the regular, and Jezreel supposed to be the full WBA. Then Francisco is the WBC and Lomachenko is the WBO. So, you know, just in case you guys call in and you want to say, who does Tank fight next? Well, there goes your buffet of names to pick from. Now, Badou Jack James DeGale. That was some boxing. Wow, even though it ended in a draw, which kind of, it doesn't really leave the right taste on anyone's mouth. I know there's some people crying robbery and things like that, but that fight was just so close. I need to go back and watch it another time. Obviously I watched it there, and I tried to watch. I got through about 5 rounds earlier today before getting busy. Because obviously it's a totally different fight from television to live ringside. But you guys tell me your thoughts on this one. It was just a barn burner, really, back and forth. Badou Jack living up to his name without a doubt.
I thought it was an excellent fight. The quality of the fight was incredible because, I mean, you had knockdowns from Jack and you had a knockdown from Jack in the first round. From DeGale in the first round, and then in the end of the fight, you had it with Jack, and everything between that was pretty much competitive, right? But I was really disappointed in James DeGale because a lot of his combinations and work was very telegraphed and almost predictable, besides some of the sneaky stuff he was landing in the beginning. A lot of his work was landing on Jack's gloves. And I didn't score that fight round per round, but I could see why people were favoring Jack in that fight, because the rounds that he won especially were drastically one-sided, especially in comparison to DeGale's. So especially, and I know people hate saying this, right? From the casuals perspective, who won in that fight? Like, who would you rather be? I mean, James DeGale looked all kinds of fucked up. He didn't have his front two teeth. His face was all beaten up, and he got hit with the flusher shots the entire night, and that included to the body. So I don't know. I don't, like I said, I have to go back and score it, but it doesn't seem like a rematch will happen. We'll get into that because of weight issues.
Listen, that was an excellent fight. I wanted to score it. I started scoring, but I got caught up on Twitter and missed a round or two of scoring, and just wanted to pay attention to the fight. But yeah, so if James DeGale would have not fell that 12th round, he probably would have won.
Did he fall, or was he forced down?
He fell. In my eyes, I saw the fight once, and it looked like a punch knocked him down. Whether it was flash or whether it was just a real knockdown, it scored as a knockdown. He would have won, in my opinion. Not scoring each round, but he, after the fact, just thinking about him, like his strategy of spitting the mouthpiece out, and he just looked beat up. I asked an 11-year-old. I showed him the picture. I said, "Which fighter looks the most beat up?" And he pointed at James DeGale. Yeah, to me, James DeGale, I think the draw was fair, but I didn't score it. I would watch it again. A hell of a fight. A hell of a fight, though. Hell of a fight. Floyd Mayweather is the present, the future, and the past as well. I believe that if he puts cards like this together all the time, damn good boxing high.
I admit it.
But did you not see, Enrique,
when
you're watching the fight, did you not see a lot of DeGale's work being blocked by Jack? Like, it was landing on his gloves a little bit with that, he had a high guard, but he was being defensive with this high guard because he was moving his head with it.
So look, the first quarter of the fight to me was all I don't know, man. It was a back and forth fight. I didn't score it, and I can't even remember. I'm just going off of what I do remember, so I can't go into what you're saying. But yeah, James DeGale did get beat up, but he was there, and he lost his two front teeth. I don't know. I just keep it what I said, man. I think it would have been a James DeGale fight if he had not got knocked down. But it's a tie is deserved, or maybe a point for Badou Jack.
And this fight had everything. It even had amazing referee interaction, right? The referee got pieced up, right?
Was he bleeding? There was blood on his face.
No, well, the blood on the face was after the mouthpiece got knocked out or spit out for the second time. James DeGale got hit with a flush punch, and the blood from his face shot onto the referee's face. So there was, like about a 20 or 30-second period that the referee had blood all over his face too. So, I mean, it was a great fight. I just think that I could see why the people who wanted Jack to win are disappointed. That's all I'm saying.
Now let me ask you a question. Do you credit Floyd Mayweather Promotions for this wonderful night yesterday?
You have.
I do.
You have to
as well.
You have to, because we shit on promoters when the cards suck. So we have to get big up promoters when the cards are good.
Well, not only about like the actual card, because I think that the fighters and stuff like that, like, come on, man, Al has to have a lot to do with that. All these fighters are signed to Al. So at the end of the day, it's Al. Like, what promoter puts it on is, like I said before, it's like a union, and he's making sure everybody gets work and their promoter license, gets to write something up in the end of the year that they did some work. But these fighters are ours at the end of the day. Now, I believe that it is Mayweather's job, and credit goes to the actual promotion at the Barclays Center. This tickets, how
many times was PBC said last night?
No.
I don't know. I was live, remember?
No time at all. I think never.
It's weird.
On Gervonta thanked Al Heyman.
Why is it weird? It was a Showtime fight.
But how many? But Showtime used to be PBC on Showtime.
Whenever
Now it's just
presented by Showtime. PBC presented.
They didn't even mention it one time. Ness.
You love to, but did they say that this fight was PBC for you to always?
How could it not be PBC? What is it then? It's just
that's an MD. Who?
Badou Jack and James DeGale are elite level fighters. Once in a blue, you see a one elite level fighter on network television.
What name is more powerful in boxing today? Floyd Mayweather.
One of you guys have a feedback.
Is it me?
I keep telling you guys off air, you're not.
Yeah, but is it me? I don't know. I don't hear feedback. It's up to you to be like, yo.
So, that being said, go ahead. You were saying something, Enrique.
I was saying, what name is more valuable on TV or holds more attention? The PBC or the Floyd Mayweather promotion?
Mayweather.
Mayweather right now, and that's all that we should be talking about. Like
exactly. So
negative Nancy's always talking negative shit.
Yeah, but is it not an intelligent observation, or can you just be ignorantly blissful?
How is it an observation? Show me where this fight was presented as a PBC card for you to mention it. Show me. Show me a tweet.
My point is that fights used to be PBC.
Wasn't Showtime Sports doing all the promotion? Look at
what is it then?
Overlay. Look at the overlay. It says Tank, all his information, and it says Showtime. You're just being negative, though. If you can present some facts as to why you're acting.
Is Tank Davis a PBC fighter?
Who?
Tank Davis.
Yes, he's out.
So why the fuck wasn't I mentioned last night if he's a PBC fighter? That's the only observation I'm making. I'm happy with the card, Ness. You could be ignorantly blissful.
What does that mean? Please.
That PBC is trying to get the fuck out of boxing.
No. Please define what fighter A, B, or C. It doesn't matter. Name doesn't matter to me. Please define what fighter A, isn't he a PBC fighter? How do we categorize a fighter as a PBC fighter? Please give me the criteria.
That has fought on PBC networks has association with Al Heyman. That's a PBC fighter. Is that not simple enough to you, or should we make it more complicated?
No, it's not simple enough because Al Heyman has over 200 fighters, and all of them are his. Some of them fight on networks that have PBC. Some fight on Showtime. Some fight
what
on
does Showtime
Bounce.
have a relationship
Some fight on Fox. Some fight on Spike.
What does Showtime have a relationship with? CBS, right? That's the parent company.
Yes,
so
it is.
CBS has PBC fights as well. That's my point.
Many? How many have they had? How many?
They've had enough.
How many have they had?
They used to have fights on Showtime that were PBC on Showtime.
How many were CBS?
I think 2, 1.
Which one? Because I don't remember any. Maybe Frampton, Leo, Santa Cruz, or am I wrong? Because I believe that was Showtime. It's just you being negative. PBC fights are on network.
Well, NBC was the one that was Earl Spence.
PBC fights are on network television. Try to understand this today so we don't got to do this every fucking episode, negative Nancy. PBC fights are on Fox. They're on Spike. They're on Bounce. They're on ESPN. Showtime fights are for people like you and I who have Showtime subscription. You understand that now, right?
So it's for the upper class, you're saying?
No. I'm saying you can't just, all of those fighters are Al Heyman. So it's for you to pick and choose who's on PBC for your argument is ridiculous when what we should be talking about.
It just makes no sense. It just makes no sense. You don't listen to, you don't hear what I'm saying. It's okay. But my whole point is that I thought PBC encompasses all these networks, which includes Showtime, because they used to have Showtime on PBC on Showtime. Now it's just Showtime Championship Boxing. So I guess fighters are going to be moving back and forth through Showtime Championship Boxing and PBC
the way
Boxing.
They've been doing.
Nope, they used to not be. Nope.
So we haven't seen Peter Quinn.
Matt, producer, can you at least back me up on this?
No, Deontay Wilder's fought on Showtime and Fox numerous occasions.
Everybody's
But it's been PBC on Showtime.
He's just.
But it's been PBC on Showtime.
Could we, the people?
I think it's been the same exact thing as it was last night.
Could we move on? The people that love boxing, could we move on?
But rather quickly, I just want to make a quick point on this fight in terms of the post-fight antics. Was it weird to anyone that Eddie Hearn didn't back up James DeGale? And looking into it, obviously, Caleb Smith is the mandatory for the WBC. You know, my conspiracy brain was going, and I pretty much think now that Eddie Hearn can see a all-UK showdown with the vacant WBC belt, get Callum Smith that vacant belt, have him fight James DeGale. So it's a unification in London. You know, that's what I see. And I thought that kind of sucks because as a promoter, you should be in your fighter's corner no matter what. And he unfortunately was not in his fighter's corner. Like you saw Floyd Mayweather, even though he was getting booed, he was in Badou Jack's corner.
You guys are negative. You know what Eddie Hearn was doing? He was staying quiet because he's being a promoter. He's not going to jump in there and tell DeGale, yeah, we're going to do a rematch, DeGale. Don't worry about it.
DeGale was embarrassing himself. He should have stepped in a little bit.
That's what a promoter does, though. They promote.
No. Why would he say that when you're right? The bigger fight for him and DeGale is back home. And since he got a draw, guess what? That belt goes back home.
Because he's not in James DeGale's corner. That's what I'm saying.
Why would Eddie Hearn all of a sudden jump in and be like, yeah, we're going to do that rematch immediately so James could prove that he's the better man? He won that. No.
Especially after Jack said.
Let James come off his high horse and let him settle down. Let the bruises and everything calm down. And then he's going to say, yo, we don't need Badou Jack right now. He can't even make weight. Yeah. Let's move on to Callum Smith.
And listen, both guys technically.
As a promoter, I just want to say that. As a promoter, that's what I feel.
I see it maybe a little bit more malicious in a sense because I feel like James DeGale and Eddie Hearn have had a strained relationship. That's a known factor. Obviously, Eddie Hearn's a big Smith brother fan, and Callum Smith is like the guy for that family right now. So I see it more as a favoritism to Callum Smith and sort of treating James DeGale as like the black sheep.
What did you want him to say?
That's how I view it. That's how I view it.
I can be like, "Fuck you, Floyd. We're fighting again." Like, what did you want him to say?
Well, just go to the mic. He didn't even like want to go to the mic. He was like, "Oh, yeah, it'd be a good fight." And he like backed away like that. It's like, no, go. Hey, I think it'd be a great rematch. Let's do it in London. I'll pay you extra for it.
The only reason they give promoters that much face time is because Floyd Mayweather was a promoter.
Gentlemen.
Promoters don't have like a
gentlemen. Please. We had great fights. The two of you guys, look at the what topics you decide to talk about. Is PBC failing? And this one, is he promoting? What about these guys who actually fucking fought, man? What the fuck? Two dark clouds. I can't take y'all no more. What's up?
Ness, we talk about the fights, and then we bring up something you don't like to hear.
Guys are
Yo, dog, negative, dog, negative. You guys are being negative. Damn, I'm making an observation. You choose to interpret it that way. Amazing fights.
Listen, you're wasting
both guys win.
Time arguing about
both guys win. DeGale is going to fight Callum Smith. Jack's going to move to 175 and fight Pascal.
Let's talk about Aleem, who was not the favorite. Instead of talking about stupid shit. That's all I'm saying. That was beautiful for that one. We don't have to be coming up with hypotheticals about Eddie fucking Hearn. There was good ass fights on this card. Amanda Serrano fight was amazing.
I missed that one.
I missed that one too.
It was really good. It was really good. It was awesome.
You guys rather argue about nonsense because Evgeny Kitrov and Aleem was amazing. Amazing. Multiple knockdowns.
Wasn't televised.
He's calling out Golovkin. He's a mandatory. He got a silver belt. So if not next, maybe 2 fights, an eliminator, he wants it. As little as you see him look. But we didn't expect him to drop Kitrov twice, that's for sure.
I mean, I'm not one of the people to I need Crow, but I'm not the one to.
Oh, no. We all need Crow. Matt, get the list out.
Oh, I got the list. I got the list.
I see the doctor trying to backtrack. I wasn't the ones who was high on him, but I did pick him, but I wasn't as high as.
And then I said I need Crow, Ness. You're such a fucking.
We all need.
You're such a negative Nancy.
As high as most, doctor.
Yeah, because I'm not.
That's the scalpel.
He's the dude to beat Golovkin. He's the dude to beat Golovkin, right?
I'm not saying. At least we got somebody who wants the fight. He wants it.
Just remember like Lara?
Remember Curtis Stevens?
Lara, right? Right.
Laura's 154 pounds. You see what I'm saying about Mr. Negative? Just talking about shit that don't make no sense.
Yo,
this kid won a title, and he's making himself the mandatory, and you're talking about Lara because you're negative.
What title did he win? What title did he win?
The silver belt. The silver belt, just like Joe Smith. You're laughing, but isn't that how you climb the rankings? Why are you laughing?
He's put himself in a position to eventually get a shot. Let's not say he's won a title. He's
put himself in a position to get a shot at Golovkin, and you're laughing because I'm telling you in the manner in which he got there. Don't you need to get the title to get the shot?
All right, Ness. Give me
just asking the question, brother, because I mean, you're the one making jokes and singing around, dancing.
Did anyone hear Brian Custer call Mauro Ronaldo the voice? The voice.
Well, he is a good voice.
He's been the voice for a while.
I just wanted to say that to change the pace.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to the
middleweight in the world is who?
Let's get to the Keetroff fight. Since Matt watched it, I'm sure a bunch of other people did. It probably because, you know, I know a lot of people was like, I got the American, I got
it was not on Showtime Extreme, by the way. What the fuck?
It was.
Yes, it was.
What are you saying? Yeah, it was. So is the Solana fight.
That's the thing. Like, I don't know. Like, I have Xfinity, and I was trying to like watch it earlier, and I didn't see it, so I was like, "Fuck it!" Like,
it went over the allotted time. So if you didn't set like the the extension, you missed the.
I don't know.
But
maybe I don't know.
It was on there. It was on there. That's how I watched it. Me and Joe were drinking, and watching.
I'm in the class that could afford Showtime, so I don't know. They're fucking me.
What I don't get is why we're downplaying this fight. I mean, this kid was obviously an Olympian, right? He was heavily touted. Everybody was calling him a big ass puncher. No one ever said he was chinny, and he was knocked out. This is an upset.
I think it was a possibly better fight than the James DeGale Badou Jack fight. It had multiple knockdowns. It had way more ups and downs to it in a short amount of time. There was a finish, a fantastic finish as well. I think that Alim is how do you pronounce his name again?
Emmanuel.
I know how to say that. Alim. I think I saw in the back after the fight, it was him and Tank with their two belts walking together. It was kind of a cool, like, this little like picture right there. Like, these two guys could be futures in boxing, because I do think Alim is really good. He showed great reflexes. He showed great counters.
Area, you know that, right? He's like,
I know they're from the same area, and I just think that like it was a cool moment, to see these two guys in the same area get belts. Even though MD may shit on that belt, I think what he did at Keetroff.
Hey, but he gave
everyone went to Keetroff, man.
No, he gave Joe Smith a couple of weeks ago. He gave Joe Smith credit. I don't know.
I mean, for what? For winning a belt? Did I give him credit for winning a belt, or did I give him credit for beating two guys who he was an underdog?
I mean, now the talks are Joe Smith versus Adonis Stevenson. You tell me, how did that happen?
I'll tell you, Adonis Stevenson is the cherry picker.
But how did that? No. But tell me, how did that happen? Why?
because his name is relevant enough that he's going to fight.
No, because of the title. Because you move up in the WBC.
No, Adonis is the cherry picker of all cherry pickers.
Sure.
Top Dog Williams, and now Top Dog Williams gets a big win, and now he's fighting Joe Smith, who gets a big win. He's a cherry picker.
Sure.
Oh, sure. Hey, I'm being negative by stating facts.
He's a cherry picker. He's a cherry picker. Yet he tried to pick Adonis versus Kovalev. Remember, that used to be the mandatory in the WBC. Remember, it went to purse bid. So how's he cherry picking? He's just going down the line the way Latimer did. Whoever's next gets their shot.
He's sitting on the outside while
whoever's next get their shot. Kovalev had his shot. His team decided not to take it. Why do you always ignore this? How is he sitting on the outside? He gave Kovalev his shot. Yeah. They said, no, we don't want to do the purse bid. So then Top Dog got it. And whoever's next after Top Dog, the way that Latimer does it.
He's sitting on the throne, right? The throne that is out in the abyss that nobody sees. Nobody cares about Adonis Stevenson. You don't get a Ness.
Bring it back to fights that
you don't get a Ness.
I don't know if they don't care about him.
No, he's irrelevant.
I feel like maybe he's not as relevant as he should be. But trust and believe, people wouldn't mind seeing him versus Ward or him versus Kovalev. Only negative people like you.
Of course not, but that's why he fights a guy who's not worthy of fighting him right now. I'm glad. Listen, I'm very happy for Joe Smith that he's going to be making some money and getting an opportunity at Adonis Stevenson. But let's not pretend that Joe Smith is going to be competitive against Adonis Stevenson. It's ridiculous to assume that. I'm sorry.
Dude, we're not talking about competitiveness. We're talking about that title. Putting him in position. That's it.
All right, let's move on.
Nothing more. Yeah, let's just go ahead and I guess we should probably open up them phone lines.
You don't want to talk about any other fights this weekend. You don't want to talk about anything else that happened over the weekend. Let's talk about.
I don't know. We could talk about that. I mean, she took a little more punishment than I'd like. And
I was kind of worried about that.
Anybody that is more educated than me in that women's boxing and those weight. I mean, tell me, like, what do I have to look forward to? Is she gonna fight Katie Taylor?
What's up with the punches, Matt? Can you tell me about the technique? Let's talk about it.
Is she gonna fight Clarissa Shields? Like who?
No, that's different division. Different division. Shields is in a higher division.
So who?
It's gonna be her and Katie Taylor in like a year or two.
But Matt,
Taylor's making her debut like 6 months ago.
Matt, I want you to ask you a technical question, right? Let's ask you a technical question. Because and I just want people to be educated because I'm ignorant in women's boxing. But I often see in women's boxing that punches are thrown and hands aren't moved back to the face. Can you tell me why is that?
I think it could be a lack of good sparring. Because like I think it goes back to the training. I think it all goes back to the training. I think that there's a lack of training. There's a movement for women to go to the higher rankings at a faster rate. So therefore they're less skilled compared to men at the relative level. Like a woman champion is usually getting there at a faster rate than a male is. So that could be a reason that we see like a woman like Serrano, who's still relatively young in her career, but at this stage have technical flaws because she was pushed a little bit faster than.
Yes, do you know what I'm saying? Like they'll wing punches and like it does not move back to their face like you do see at men at a high level. I was just asking because to me that's.
But James DeGale did that too. James DeGale.
It's wild. What?
It's a style. Like James DeGale.
They all have that same style.
James DeGale didn't have his like mittens up. Come on, dude. Like it's a style. Like Serrano's like bouncing on her feet, hands low, looking for counters, looking for combinations. Like people just have that style. Her opponent had the high guard the whole time. That didn't mean shit though.
That the Finito Lopez style.
Yo, so really quick, right? With Aleem.
Who should he fight next?
That's what I was gonna ask you. Who should he fight next?
Should fight Golovkin, right?
No.
Kurt Sides is Billy Joe Saunders is mandatory. And since the Chavez fight happened, he's probably going to be tied up with Saunders sooner than possible because the Chavez Canelo fight happened.
What about what's his name? Lemieux.
Lemieux's fighting Curtis Stevens.
Oh yeah.
The winner of that though, I'll take that.
Yeah, that's right. I spoke to Curtis Stevens yesterday, but that hasn't been announced. He's the only one telling me that.
What about Willie the Worm?
Ooh.
Well, remember, this guy is Al Heyman. Aleem is Al Heyman, so maybe Ishay Smith, maybe Dominic Wade, maybe Peter Quillen.
No, Peter
Quillen moved up 68. Yeah,
yeah, Quillen moved up.
He looks in shape too.
I don't know, man. I mean, outside of Heyman fighters, Solchecki, Monroe Jr., Highland. Kurt Side, but I think Kurt Side is going to be tied up. Maybe they use Sam Solomon again, but that's just an old guy. Brian Rose.
Who's the guy? What's his name? Endom.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's outside of Heyman too. Yeah, I mean they could probably get his services.
Ryota Murata, the guy from Japan that's undefeated. That'd be another good like 2 undefeated guys. Really? Come on.
You had to bring in one Japanese guy.
I had to.
Yo, hey, Enrique. Ryota?
No, Ryota Murata.
Ryota Marola. Toyota Corolla.
yo, if you put that into Jeffrey, you'll have a fucking input overload. That won't even work.
Yo, Toyota Corolla. Yo, let's get Toyota Corolla on this.
Toyota Corolla.
Ness, you know what country Toyota's made in, right?
No, dude, I'm saying.
Actually, Ness, what country is Toyota made in?
Japan. I'm saying it because the name is the sound, bro, the rhyme. Jeez, this guy's so negative right here.
Ryota Murata.
Toyota Corolla. What was his name again? That was fun.
It's right there in the chat. I put it in the chat because I'm not going to try to pronounce that.
Toyota
Marota.
Well,
Murata.
Is he good, Matt? Or are you really?
No, he's good. He's really good. His last guy I fought definitely took a dive. I sent you a link, MD. I'm pretty sure. But he's good. Like he's like a Tanaka. Like he throws bombs. Like he has power for that division. He's only like 10-0 though. So
He throws bombs. Yo,
he's responding to Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yo,
he goes. He got Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yo, this guy's crazy. Yo,
Lost our one Japanese viewer.
Oh man, it's so funny that you said that. He throws bombs.
So Adrian Broner versus Adrian Granada. That's equivalent to Pedraza and Gervonta Davis. Yes or no?
No, not even close.
Nah, Pedraza was supposed to. What they're trying to, I mean, if you want some sort of comparison, what they're trying to compare it to is Maidana, but Granados ain't Maidana. I mean, he's gonna have to prove that, you know.
Well, we've seen like as much as
he
like
whooped Iman.
As much as people think that I'm hard on Adrian Broner, I'm only hard on him because his level of expectation was that high. When we seen him fight, I would say the only fight that he looked really bad in a fighter that he should have looked better than, because Sean Porter's a good fighter, so I'm not including that fight where he was beat by Sean Porter, was his fight against what's his name, Kareem Mayfield. That's the one fight I was like, damn, he's fighting down to his
Kareem Mayfield. What the
Ashley Theophane.
No, yeah, he.
Kareem Mayfield did not.
This guy's a casual fan, man.
Hold on. I'll look this up again.
Oh, look this up.
He's a casual hater.
Oh, wait, he's looking it up. I thought he called me Box Rat King. You see what I'm saying about these fucking liars?
You
more than these lies.
Making a mistake about a fighter and using BoxRec to, I guess make your entire knowledge of boxing legitimate are two different things. So, you know, negative.
Whatever. You wrong. Did you find it, MD?
He's looking up if Mayfield fought Broner.
He's looking really hard. Go back to the amateurs for that shit.
Even casual clowning you on that one.
Oh man.
I meant Emmanuel Taylor. My bad.
Oh yeah. I remember when he fought Taylor. I was at that fight. It was in Cincinnati.
Yo, is it that weird to get those two guys mixed up? Honestly, that's not that weird of a mix-up.
Always with the come on. How is it weird?
That's profiling, actually.
That's what?
Racial profiling. It's not weird to mix them up.
I mean, no, they're two fighters at a similar level. No, I would say they're two guys at a similar level, and to get them mixed up is not that weird. Okay.
Pedraza and Lomachenko, two white guys, totally look the same, man. Totally the same. Pedraza and Lomachenko.
Pedraza's not white.
He's white, man. I know he's PR, but he's white. Come on.
Whatever. Anyways, it's.
Yo, don't offend MD.
I'm Portuguese. I'm Spanish. I'm
what did you apply to college? What did you check when you applied to college?
Lomachenko looks like Pedraza to MD. Don't do that shit. That's like you're offending him right now.
Oh yeah, you're offending me, right? So Pedraza does not check white when he applies to college. So
yeah, but I don't either. But I look white.
He applies that. You don't look white. You have dark facial hairs and.
So white people can have dark facial hair too.
On that note,
I mean,
all right, guys. Before we open these phone lines, how was your
white?
Weekends?
I'm white, guys.
Weekends? How was your weekends? Come on, how was your weekend?
Great.
Info Joe and me got way too drunk.
Oh yeah.
You and Info Joe got drunk?
Yeah, we're taking shots of Patron.
Man.
Yo, I want to know if anybody's gone to the Floyd Mayweather strip club that he was promoting and his.
Hell no.
Well, there hasn't been a fight there. We got to wait for Leo Santa Cruz.
In the strip club, did you not hear about that?
Is it open yet?
I mean, for our crowd to tell us about it, don't you think there has to be a fight? Maybe.
Yo, when is fur gotten cool for men to wear?
Always, dude. Always.
Guy hustlers think it's cool. I was laughing about this earlier.
Because like where I'm from, like women wear fur coats. Like that's kind of like feminine. Like
dude, Jack Johnson from like 100 years ago wore fur coats.
Yeah.
Feminine.
Well, I mean, back in the day, right? Back in the day when you went out and killed your prey, right? But
somebody forgot to tell Papoose put some lotion on him. Damn.
Is that Jack's girl?
No, you got a 40. No, that's Papoose' wife, Remy Martin. Jeez Louise. He talking about I know a little urban stuff.
I don't pay attention to like fours and below. Like,
I know a little urban stuff.
You know why MD is stalling these calls? Because he knows Fight Doctor is there waiting for him.
Yes, Fight Doctor's the first call.
I don't know what he has to say about me. What does he have to say about me?
I don't know, man. But he always has something to say to you.
It's all right. I just hope his blood pressure.
Yo, you can't hide from the doctor, especially not after some of the statements you made. He's coming for you. I'm pretty sure he's got them shits recorded on playback.
I don't know what he has to say about me.
He's gonna be like, first of all, you always find a way to say you're not intelligent, MD. You see, you showed it. You showed it. He loves saying that you're not smart, MD.
Hey, I just want to bring this up because in football right now there's this big
game. Can we bring up Lara, please?
Green Bay Packers is playing Dallas Cowboys, and it just said, "Oh my God, this is like a heavyweight champion fight." So I just thought I'd bring that up because it's tied.
Yo, Laura, let's talk about him and the fact that he called out Andre. Does that make you happy? Are you happy?
No, he called out.
Is your half Cuban side happy?
he called out. Okay, so it's funny because I had a good friend on there, right? So this is, you want to know some facts that no, all the tickets weren't given away. He sat third row, like ringside, and he paid $125 plus $25 tax fee. So
too much, way too much.
Yeah, well, he has a job, so he has money to afford that. So it's free market, and he's a Lara fan. So then I asked him, was there like a split fans, some Jewish guys and Israeli people there for Foreman, or are they all like Lara? He goes, I saw 3 guys with Israeli shirts, and the rest were Cubans. So that's the atmosphere there.
So Laura packed the building, is what you're saying.
He packed the building. Yes.
So you don't like giving him credit. He packed the building.
But what building is it?
You guys saw what the building it was.
Exactly.
What building was it?
The Hialeah.
It was at a racetrack down in Hialeah. Seriously.
How many does it hold? Though? How many does it hold?
It's like the StubHub out here.
Probably 2 or 3K.
No.
Not bad. If it's 2 or 3, I mean, look, Bradley couldn't do 2.
I don't think that's how many were there. I think maybe that's maximum capacity. Like maybe if they got like a dance floor down there and they got people standing there, there was not 2,000 or 3,000 people there. No.
Yo, you don't even know that. Yo, you didn't even know. You're just guessing now.
I'm telling you, this is what my friend said. I don't know. I have inside knowledge.
I don't know if we should believe MD right now. I'm telling you guys.
Should we talk about Anthony Durrell?
What'd he do?
He fought.
Who?
Yo, that fight shouldn't have been.
You really want to talk about Namasapati?
Well, I mean, should we talk about what Anthony Durrell goes from?
I want to talk about Lara looking like he 160 pounder, easy.
Yeah, he does.
Why then why do you have to fight old boy Rabbi that had to take a dive then?
Because he can get paid.
Shake the rust off. He got to shake the rust off because he want Andre next.
Listen, he looked like Lara. Like he's good. He's a good fighter. He doesn't waste energy. He doesn't waste movement. But Yuri Foreman, man, even if Lara had openings, he's not the guy to try to open on him, right?
All right, you know what? Speaking of openings, I'm gonna take this bull by the horns. We're gonna open up these lines.
These calls are brought to you by our sponsor, El Camino Electrical Services, who have over 15 years of commercial electrical experience, servicing the whole Silicon Valley and the entire San Francisco Peninsula. Visit us at our website, elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Let's get out to some of these ringers, boomerangers. Get them out the way. Alex, Australia, talk to me.
Hey guys, how's it going? Top weekend of boxing, absolutely top weekend of boxing. Got to eat some crow for the Keetrell fight and the draw on DeGale.
I can't wait to hear your thoughts on that Keetrell fight.
Yeah, that Keetrell fight was awesome, man. I actually sat my mate down to watch boxing this weekend that doesn't really watch it, and he was a big fan of that fight. Yeah, it was back and forth. It was I really liked the offense of Keetrell. It was beautiful, flashy combinations, but his defense was lacking massive, man. I don't know. It was like minimal head movement, just eating punches for no reason at points. And yeah, well-deserved knockout. I think it was a pretty big upset. I was not massive on Keetrell, but I was high on him. I did like him up to this point, and still do, obviously. The DeGale Jack fight, that was close, man. I wasn't scoring, so I couldn't really say, but it was a good fight, and really big on Davis. That was another. It was just a great weekend of boxing. Good fight on the Davis fight. And don't kid yourself, Ness. He doesn't want no part of Lomachenko. Mayweather's promoting him. He's too smart. He's not going to throw him in there with Lomachenko. Lomachenko is way too good. Even though I really like how Tank's looking, I just don't think there's anyone in those surrounding divisions that will really match up to Lomachenko. I've been eyeing him for ages.
Alex, just know this. If Tank starts to believe that he can beat Lomachenko, he'll get the fight, because we got the full story on this. Like, this is not the route that Mayweather wanted to go. But since this is the route that Tank wanted to go, Mayweather called him and said, hey, look up the champions and call me back with which one you want.
Do you think Alvarez thinks he can beat Golovkin? But De La Hoya won't let him fight him.
No. That's bullshit, bro. De La Hoya works for Canelo, man. De La Hoya lets him fight him. De La Hoya just presents more lucrative opportunities and keeps telling him that fight will always be there. That's all.
Yeah, it will always be there.
Don't say that it's De La Hoya. De La Hoya ain't blocking that. We all know that. The fighter works for the promoter.
No, De La Hoya is protecting his golden egg. He knows that he should milk it out a little bit more, and I think it'll be the same situation with Davis and Lomachenko. Like,
no, listen, Alex, I just feel you're giving a pass to Canelo by saying that. It's not, because Canelo's the one.
But they let him fight Lara, though, right?
Canelo's the one taking to social media saying, oh, I'm going to prove him wrong. I'm going to shut up his mouth. Canelo's the one that invited Triple G to the ring, not Oscar. Canelo's the one that says, as a matter of fact, I got the soundbite.
Exactly. That's exactly my point. Canelo's the one saying, I'm ready to prove it, but he still hasn't made that fight. Why hasn't he made that fight yet? Because he knows it's highest risk. It's the highest risk. Exactly like fighting Lomachenko. It's the highest risk. It's the biggest payday.
But it's different. What I'm telling you is different. It's different because if Canelo wanted it, he could get it.
Alex, you not remember Lara?
Of course, because I keep repeating, Oscar works for Canelo.
I'm not sure. I think it's more a joint venture. I think they discuss it in full. I mean,
of course they discuss it. But listen, Alex, of course they discuss it. You and I both know that. But who has the ultimate say? You tell me.
There is no Oscar without Canelo. There's still Canelo without Oscar. Exactly. That's the important thing to realize.
Walk across the street to Al Heyman, Top Rank, any fucking body. He could go to Lou DiBella and become a star, or Gary Shaw. It doesn't matter because he's Canelo. He's the product. He's the brand, bro. Kidding me? He's Under Armour signed him, not Golden Boy.
Yeah, no, true. Got me there. But anyway, well, regardless, I still don't think Tank can beat Lomachenko, so I wouldn't be throwing him in there yet. I'd probably throw him in there with a couple more names like Salido.
He's only 22 also. I mean, he's so fucking young. So, yeah, I think he's a few years away from...
Lomachenko's young too, though. Lomachenko's like 27 or something like that.
I know, but the difference between 22 and 27 is light years as far as muscle maturity, bone density, and all these other factors, and just getting experience as a pro.
I think they have a big opportunity to go the Jason Sosa route because Sosa owes Samson a rematch with Fortuna. They could even do that. That's another guy that Tank could end up fighting, Fortuna. You know, that's a sexy little fight.
There's good fight. There's a lot of good fights out there. We could even have him fight Walters, see where he, as a barometer kind of fight.
You know,
maybe if Walters fights one more time and Tank fights one more time in between, just to get a little tune up in, and then they fight each other. Maybe that's a barometer fight, and then third fight in Lomachenko. Maybe, who knows?
Well, a little secret underground hardcore rivalry is between Tevin Farmer from Philadelphia and Tank Davis. I mean, their tweets are all over. You can Google it. Tank has told Tevin, oh, come to the gym and get this work if you want it. And Farmer's like, I'm not going to no fucking gym. Send me a contract. Let's do it. You know I'll beat you up. So now that he's got a title, I bet you, I guarantee if the producer goes check anything Tevin Farmer's social media, he probably already took a shot.
And someone in the chat goes, what about Tank Davis versus Felix Diaz? I mean,
but that's 140, bro, and 147. Tank is 130. Like, why?
I know it doesn't make any sense. And like, I don't even Felix Diaz, like, he's irrelevant to me right now because he's
still calling out Crawford like that means something. B-sides shouldn't call out. I mean, they should because they need to stay in the media, but they should know that it means absolutely nothing. Alex,
that's not true. I don't agree that a B-side shouldn't be able to call out anyone.
No, I said they should because they need to stay relevant, but they need to understand that it means absolutely nothing. They have no power.
Was Tank the B-side on this fight against Pedraza?
Of course not. He's got Mayweather. Mayweather's the A-side.
No, but Mayweather's the promoter, not the fighter.
Mayweather's the A-side.
The champion's
it's the money. Who has the more money in there?
All right, but the belt makes you A if you have no belt, right?
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Wait. You're saying that Tank's the A-side against Lomachenko?
No, I was asking what was Tank
Pedraza
A-side against Pedraza?
Fuck yeah.
Why?
Pedraza is an unknown, unfortunately, to his.
He got the belt, and so was Gervonta. He was unknown.
No.
Yes. Floyd Mayweather put Gervonta
hold on. Casual. If Canelo had no belt and fought Triple G and Triple G had all the belts, who's the A-side still?
I always say the man with the belts is
that doesn't matter.
The golden goose.
Doesn't matter.
So why would Canelo?
Charles Martin went overseas. Charles Martin went overseas with his belt as the B-side to Asia.
Ooh, good one.
Good one. You're right. I just don't think that Tank was the A-side on this one.
That's not the way it should be, but that's the way it is.
Now, brother. It doesn't matter now because
no. I'm not saying that, but my whole
he was the less decorated boxer.
It was all about. It all came up from Felix Diaz not being able to call out Terrence Crawford. He should. He has all rights. B-sides should be calling out A-sides all the time.
And
I agree with that.
But Enrique, I immediately took that back and said, no, they should because they need to remain relevant. But they need to understand that like Andrade, like Kirkland, like any other B-side that you can remember, Billy Joe Saunders, Chris Eubank Jr., Daniel Jacobs, it doesn't matter. Name the B-sides. It doesn't matter what you say. It only matters what the A-side says. The A-side agrees ultimately to the terms.
Well, you know what the A-side is? It's the thumbs up, which does not equate to the number of views. So please hit that thumbs up to make us the Boxing Voice, the A-side of all boxing podcasts.
Right. And very quickly, Ness, I don't think any of us got Crow for Kitrov.
Well, I definitely deserve some because I thought he was winning.
Wait. I picked him too, not knowing who he is. Kitrov was the guy that's like from another country.
He's from Ukraine.
From the Ukraine.
He lost.
He did.
But
you didn't see it.
And I didn't see that. But that was the guy that was supposed to go after Triple G.
Background noise. What? I mean, this is amateur hour right here.
That sounds like Matt.
That was me, my bad.
He got a wrestling match in there.
Fuck. Jesus. Wrestling match. Let me get to some other callers here. Hey, Matt, do we have anything that I should not be overlooking before I get to randoms?
No, we have no ringers or boomerangers.
But we do got a mastermind. Talk to me, Dre.
Yeah, good evening. How's everybody doing, man?
We're good. We're good.
Good. A couple of points. Awesome card by Mayweather and LB. Kudos to them. But three things. I'm just going to shoot it out, and you guys can answer it when I hang up. One, Ness, what was your thoughts on the whole panel? What was your thoughts on the doctor stepping in so much last night? You think it's because of the insurance issue? Two, do you and Broner have problems that he didn't want to do an interview with you?
I mean, technically speaking, no. But Broner is a bit of a character.
You try to get an interview?
Okay.
Of course I did.
Oh, and he declined.
He declined.
Well, Broner acts like that sometimes.
Yeah, But
I've met him, yeah.
The worst part is that it's when he wants, and it bothered me yesterday. Like I hunted him down. We eventually seen each other again in the media room, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is your problem, dog? You like this shit is 4 years old. This is from the Danny Garcia Judah fight. It's from way back there. This is, and I don't understand. So then he's like, at one point I put it up in the video so people could see because he hasn't changed, right? Because he says 4 years and not 4 years. He says, new leaf and I'm mature now. So then what is the problem? Because in DC, like 3 months ago, I did like 3 20-minute interviews with him when Robert Easter beat Comey.
Yeah, and did you hear his response about about Bob Arum too? Like he got to be careful by saying that shit too, because that's not going to help you.
He's saying Bob Arum needs to eat his words.
No, he was like,
called him a Jew.
Yeah, well, the way he said it too. He was like, yeah, that Jew, like it's, you can't really be saying that, like especially in the world of boxing, because it's not really tasteful to do that to Bob Arum. You know what I mean?
I don't think it really matters.
Outside of that,
oh, he did it. Like, you feel me, Ness, right?
I hear you. Outside of that, I don't like that he said, that Bob needs to swallow words or whatever, because at the end of the day, he wants to live in his bubble, but Pacquiao is Pacquiao.
Hey, liberal Matt, how would they be like, yeah, that black guy?
I don't think it's right.
That would offend you, yeah. So
but he can say it. He can say it. We have a president who says worse. Who gives a fuck?
TMT. TMT. They're all. It's changed the name.
Dre wants your thoughts, MD. Stop. MD is lost today. We need to attach him back to the umbilical cord. Listen, come back.
What are your thoughts on the doctors?
So my thoughts on the doctors. I know why they're doing it, because it's very similar to like, why didn't they check you for a DUI, where they make you step back and forth and forward and back to see if you attained a traumatic brain injury, which essentially is the same thing. When you're drunk, you have impaired neurological functioning. So they're saying that you move back, you step left, right, back, forward. But my thing is that I don't know if they're going to come to a different conclusion, but it gives both guys time to recover another 20 or 30 seconds, which may lead to, like, I would rather the fight go on a little more, because I'm against the 8 count. I thought the 8 count was the most dangerous thing to ever happen, where the guy's against the ropes getting hurt, you pull him off, the referee goes 1, 2, 3 to 8, and then the guy continues to beat him again and he recovers. I'd rather the guy just continue finishing the fight to end rather than sustain the beating. So I just think it gives the guy more time to recover. I think the doctors or the referees should be good enough that they could look into the fighter's eyes and body movement and assess that without having to do the left, right, back, forth. It was just too much with that. I thought it took too much time.
Hold on, very quickly. I think that my only problem with it is there was no consistency in when they implemented it. There was some rounds where there was no evaluation. There was some rounds where there was almost a little damage done in the rounds, but yet people were evaluated. And there's rounds where people were knocked down and then both people were evaluated. Like, there was just no consistency in the procedures, it felt like. And so I just, that needs to be cleaned up in my opinion. If there's a rule like every knockdown you get checked out before you go out there in the next round, I'm okay with that.
Oh, yeah, they also did the chuck. Yeah,
there's rounds where no one got hurt, and they were like both fighters got checked out, and that like pissed me off.
Glass half full Ness is sending out an applaud to the New York State Commission for being extra careful, unlike these negative Nancys that want to act like it's excessive. Thank you for watching out for the lives of the fighters that entertain us. Dre, thanks for calling in. We're going to get to some other callers. Blackface, talk to me.
Blackface, what's up? Gervonta.
Tell that to the UK, Ness.
Yeah, man. Respect to everyone listening in the past, present, or future. It's currently 1:18 in the AM over here in the UK. First things first, I need my doses of Crow, but I can't remember who I randomly picked. So you're going to have to go into your TBV database and just start reeling off.
That's what we got the producer for. Talk to me, Matt. What do
one serving of Crow? One serving of Crow for Blackface for Keetroff.
Oh, look at that! And I probably forced you to pick that one.
Yeah,
he gets 2 because that's giving it to everybody.
I've got more than that.
Yeah, because he didn't pick a draw.
Yeah, and he didn't pick the draw on DeGale.
Oh, cool.
If you bet, you lose your money.
In regards to just a quick point.
Yes.
In regards to who is A side and B side, I feel whoever generates the most money is the A side, regardless of belts or anything like that. Whoever puts up the most money for the fight, to me, is the A side. I had Badou Jack clearly winning the fight, in my opinion. I gave DeGale, I gave him 3 clear rounds. of it. I had, when I was watched it live, I had Jack winning clearly. I think he landed the more effective punches, the cleaner shots. There was no doubt in my mind when the final the final bell went that Jack was winner. So when they announced it draw, I was kind of amazed. The fact that the knockdown in the 12th round saved. If Jack didn't score that knockdown, he would have lost by unanimous decision. Was insane to me. But this is boxing, and obviously I'm not no judge. I don't know how to score fights, but that's the way that I see it. In regards to Gervonta Davis, Snoop from The Wire, he reminds me like of the young Broner the way he was fighting.
Wait! Did you just fucking call him Snoop from The Wire?
Wasn't he in The Wire?
Snoop is a
yo. Snoop is a girl.
It's Baltimore, gentlemen.
Like a skinny girl too. Tank Davis is like short and like a tank. Like bad analogy. Good try though.
He looks like a cross between Snoop from The Wire and Young M.A. You know Young M.A.?
Oh shit!
You say he looks like a lesbian?
But,
I wanted to ask you about DeGale spitting out that mouthpiece. What was the reason for that? Do you have an opinion on that?
30 seconds.
Well, I guess because he lost his 2 teeth, he couldn't clench down on the mouthpiece. I imagine that's what I think it'll be. And Floyd Mayweather, he needs to just sit down, man. Like during the press conferences, he's talking about how he did this and he did that and he did this. Like I didn't like that shit, man. This is a sit down and play position. Someone else is to do all that stuff, man. And also, in regards to all these picks that you do, you need to let us know what fights you're reviewing next week so people like me can educate myself on the fights that we need to pick for next week. You need to do that on this show on the description.
Do you have Google?
Oh, wait a minute, Blackface. That's what the schedule is for. We're going to review every fight. We preview every fight.
You can also check out ESPN.com. They have a great website for schedule.
I mean, Matthew keeps the schedule pretty updated on the Boxing Voice, but we do every sexy fight. I'm not gonna lie, because we don't do every single UK fight. You know what I mean? We haven't started covering no Josh Taylor yet, but at least I've been keeping my eye out. Listen,
our schedule is updated. You guys should be checking it out.
You said what, hipster?
Our schedule is updated pretty much roughly until I think March, so we should be good on that.
Yeah,
so
be good. There you go.
So don't give ESPN.com
somebody just put in the chat Gamboa versus Tank. That would be sweet.
Who? Oh, Gamboa versus Tank. That's a beautiful 130. And you know what? That's a way for fucking Tank to be a superstar because Gamboa got no chin. Tank will put Gamboa out the ring, Bernard Hopkins style. I'm just saying. Listen, Blackface, give me that outro, man, because that's the reason I'm down for you to come to New York City for this.
Yo, Pedraza, I joked. Pedraza almost did a header off the. Yo, he was almost out the ring too last night.
Yeah.
I mean, he was down on the floor. I don't know about
he was close. He was close. Come on.
Through the ropes, Ness.
I don't.
If he caught some sweat pile, he could just go sliding off. It could have been close.
I don't remember him being through the ropes, but I mean, all right, you guys are reaching.
Before Blackface closes off, Blackface, did you see our gym media workout video on YouTube?
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh,
no, you're disrespectful, yo. You're disrespectful.
Disrespectful. Close the show with something beautiful.
If sex jokes are considered adult humor, when you make them, why is it considered childish?
Nah. This guy is so funny. Is he Googling this shit? I want to know. I want to know. Boxing Evolution, talk to me.
Hello, on, guys.
What's going on?
You guys can hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, man, I'm cool, man. Hey, man, let me get this crow. I want to do a gunshot for you, man, because you forced me to choose some of these guys. I listen to you, and now I'm eating crow. I was worried about this.
Who Ness forced you to pick?
Shit.
Because I tell
Pedraza.
I tell the listeners to listen to all hosts before making picks.
Matt, what's the score? What's the score, Matt?
What do you mean? What's the score?
How many did he get? How many did he get right?
This guy, the caller, or MD?
MD, Mr. Jack a phone call.
Yes, you're in last place in the panel. You and Steven.
How many did you get right?
Yo.
One more than you.
He got 3 right. MD got 3 right.
Ben. All I know is I'm aging my listening. I'm gonna pick what
Oh my God, Evolution! You need to find a window.
He's about to say he's gonna pick whatever MD says.
Yo, you need to find a
His
window.
reception's suddenly not working. Ness.
You're going in and out.
Yeah, so I'm trying. Yeah, I know. Oh, what? My phone's not good. The connection not good. Yeah, I was saying that was good. From now on, I'm just gonna pick what MD picks until he lets me down, and then I'll go on to casual pick. That's the best bet for me. So,
you can ride this trend for a long time. You won't,
Put it in another time.
Yo,
Evolution. If you can't hear me, I'll call it another time.
Yeah, man, it's hard as hell to hear you right now.
Yeah, you could start with Thurman over Garcia. Start with that one. Easy money.
Cool. Go on to the next one.
Scorsese, talk to me.
Yo, man, give Badou Jack his fucking belt. Dude won about 10 rounds. James DeGale was in that bitch slapping, getting his fucking wig knocked back, man. Shit pathetic, bruh. What's the point in making picks if the damn judge is gonna do that, man? What's the point? You know, what's the point in keeping my pick when you see a dude leave out a fight with his tooth was right by his mouthpiece? You know what I'm saying? He getting broke down the whole fight. How you think he fell in the 12? Just from one shot he was taking? Now he got beat up. All that slappy ass shit. Dude on the back foot for 3 minutes of every round. Don't land no Terrence Crawford Mayweather like punches off the back foot. All he do is step in and then get hit. Get the fuck out of here, man. That dude was getting his ass. Look, I like DeGale. I ain't never had nothing to say about him. I still think he a credible opponent. If Triple G want to go up there and fight him and everything. But Badou Jack, man, he beat the shit out of him, dude. He's supposed to be in Fight of the Year candidate status. He's supposed to have 4 belts. Lineal, Ring, WBC, IBF. He's supposed to have all that. And we plan for DeGale to go over in the UK and fucking fight George Groves and Callum Smith. Man, I'm about to say fuck them, but I ain't trying to go there, man. Real talk, like, brother, Eddie Hearn didn't even take up for this dude because he knew he had a clown-ass dude that just got a gift. He even said DeGale lost. That shit's sad, man. I don't even want to talk about Lil Tank performance because this whole and MD, back to you and this Stevenson talk. How he running from people when he letting people fight for 2 and 3 because they don't want to fight for number 1.
He's letting his career just go along.
No. He got ducked. If he was somebody else, you say he got ducked. And that's what you should be saying now. What you want him to do? Fight Beterbiev while Beterbiev injured? What you want him to do? Beterbiev don't call him out. You know what I'm saying? And Ness, you said something crazy too. The challenge.
I want him to fight a top 5 guy, which he hasn't done for 3 years.
Come on, bro. Come on. Do what? He's supposed to do what?
When's the last top 5 guy he's fought?
Kovalev ducked him. I ain't got shit to say.
Oh, yeah. Cool. His career's just passing away.
Beterbiev was hurt. What you want? You want to say, oh, he didn't fight Chilemba. Oh, my God, I'm about to die. Chill out, man. But straight up.
You excited for the Joe Smith fight?
Yeah, Joe Smith earned this shot. He knocked out 2 people.
I know he earned it, but Adonis is
earned this shot.
Cherry picker.
He earned this shot. If Adonis don't knock him out, somebody else gonna try to.
Are you holding his cherry bucket for all the cherries he's picking?
How you cherry picking the dude that's gonna be the mandatory either way? Next. And you waiting on another mandatory. You 40 trying to fight 3 times a year and you hating on the dude. What kind of sense that make, bro? Cause Kovalev ducked him. Come on, bro. That don't make no sense. Give Badou Jack his damn belt, man. James DeGale punk ass, that weak ass robbery, man. Then he sent up there. Look at my tooth. Man. Fuck your tooth. Put that shit under your pillow and get $1 from the tooth fairy, nigga. Get that nigga his belt back. That weak ass shit. Come on.
All right.
And I could fact check. I don't think Eddie Hearn said that James DeGale lost. He never said that.
You said you can fact check, or you did?
Yeah, Eddie Hearn did not say James DeGale lost.
So are you saying you did fact check it?
I could tell you for a fact that he didn't say that.
So you're not gonna fact check it?
I just did it. He just spewed. He said that Eddie Hearn even said that James DeGale lost. I don't think Eddie Hearn said that.
He said the quote is, Jack nicked it.
even respect your ass. That's why it's time for the doctor to check your ass, nigga.
Yo, Fight Doctor in the house. Fight Doctor in the house. I'm on Rick James status as always. What's going on, gentlemen?
Fight Doctor. It's a pleasure to have you on. What's going on, brother?
Listen, I want to just make a quick comment regarding Floyd Mayweather. Okay? Now, it was about a week ago, he made some comments regarding Andre Ward and some comments regarding Andre Ward's trainer. And last night, you saw him being interviewed by Jim Gray. Listen, Floyd Mayweather is an idiot. Okay, let's not even beat around the bush. The man is an idiot. All right. Now, yeah, he made a lot of money. Yeah, he made a lot of money or whatever. But the minute you put him front center, okay, and you ask him about something that's halfway relevant, the man doesn't have a clue.
You know why you don't like Floyd Mayweather. It's okay. Yeah, because he's, I get it. Tell us what you really think about Floyd Mayweather. There's a word. Just use it.
Okay, idiot. The man has set black men back 20 years, okay, with his idiocy. The man is an idiot. He's not to be taken seriously, especially when you consider the comments he made regarding Andre Ward and Virgil Hunter, okay? That's just complete hate. The man is a diva. It's obvious he's bitter that somebody else now is getting the pound for pound attention instead of him. Floyd Mayweather is not to be taken seriously. Look, out of the whole Floyd Mayweather clan, the only one of them that's got any sense is Jeff Mayweather. He's the only one that's got sense. But the rest of them, they might know their boxing. I give them credit for that. But they're idiots. Period. Point blank in the story. Floyd Mayweather's an idiot.
You're going to be following him at Donald Trump's inauguration? He's sitting ringside.
No, of course not. That's what listen.
That's the reason you don't like Floyd Mayweather. I know. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Since Floyd Mayweather kind of took the I guess politically correct, what a lot of people would say.
No, MD, come on. Floyd's always been an idiot. Come on, dude. Like, why do you have to make it political? It's nothing to do with
okay, he's always been an idiot, but a lot of people have seemed to jump ship lately. That's all I'm saying. He insulted the great Andre Ward, so now people are, you insult the great Andre Ward, so now he's an idiot. Now he's an idiot. He hasn't always been an idiot. He's
always been an idiot. He used to speak truth.
He used to speak truth. He used to say, Bob Arum can't promote black fighters because he said this. And Floyd Mayweather said he scored a fight this way because Floyd Mayweather said this. Now Floyd Mayweather's an idiot because he insulted the great Andre Ward. Floyd Mayweather didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. He voted for Donald Trump.
That's nothing to do with that. That's nothing to do with that.
No, nothing. No, okay.
Nothing.
Yeah, and once again, boxing.
You know it does, Fight Doctor, and we all know it does.
He doesn't know shit about boxing.
What were your picks, Fight Doctor, by the way? What were your picks, Fight Doctor?
He didn't make picks.
Of course he didn't, because he doesn't know shit about boxing.
No, I picked Jack. I picked Badou Jack.
Fight Doctor. Boomerang it up, baby.
Did you pick Tank Davis or Pedraza?
Hold on, Ness. I wanted to hold on very quickly, caller. I wanted to correct the.
Hold on 1 second, caller. I'm apologize. What's up, brother?
Scorsese mentioned Hearn talking about DeGale, thinking that he thought DeGale lost. The correct quote is Hearn reflecting on James's own feelings. He says James is really down and feels like he lost the fight. That's what Hearn told Weekend Sports Breakfast Show on TalkSport or whatever. But that was Eddie Hearn's exact quote. It's not that he thinks James DeGale lost, is that he said he thinks James thinks he lost, which makes zero sense to me. But that's the actual quote.
All right.
Is that referring to the teeth or the fight?
We're going back out to the phone lines. Remember that number 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 just once. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. If you're listening to this on iTunes, tune in, Stitcher, drop us a 5-star review. We're going back out to 917. Talk to me.
Yo, Ness, what's good, man? It's QB. What up, man?
Damn, QB, it's been a minute, baby. How
You ain't
you
hear me in
been?
a minute, right?
I know.
Yeah, you already know. It's been a minute, man.
Matt,
But
take that
let's
down.
get to this
QB in the
boxing,
house.
All right, let's get to this boxing, man. That card, Mayweather card, was excellent. Badou Jack and DeGale fight was, I don't know. I believe Badou Jack, he pulled it out. They should have gave it to him, but it could have went either way. You know what I'm saying? I got other things to say about Mayweather. Mayweather, he contradicts himself so much, man. He is an idiot. He's coming at Andre Ward sideways and Virgil Hunter, talking about why Andre Ward trying to retire. He needs to fight Kovalev in the rematch. But then you retire when you want with De La Hoya and with the rematch, you retired. So how you gonna contradict yourself like that?
What?
Virgil Hunter won at Andre. Did you?
De La Hoya wasn't a What?
I said
Floyd Mayweather. Listen, I'm not even the biggest Floyd Mayweather fan. All the close fights that Floyd had, he did give the guys rematches.
No, he retired when there was a rematch clause. Didn't he with De La Hoya?
No, De La Hoya retired,
No.
but not with the rematch clause.
Mayweather retired.
Mayweather, after the De La Hoya fight.
That wasn't a
rematch clause.
Floyd Mayweather won that fight.
You guys need to look it up and let him finish his call. Matt, that's what you're here.
That wasn't that controversial.
I understand now. I just understand.
That wasn't that controversial of a fight. There are delusional De La Hoya fans that believe he won that fight. That wasn't as controversial as a Kovalev fight. That's for them.
But did he retire after
He
the
had
fight?
a rematch clause.
Did he retire? That's all that matters. You're eating this man's call up.
Floyd used to retire every year.
Nah, he ain't retire every year. He
That answers my
would
question,
take
man.
18 months out, but
He
he ain't
said the
retire every
same
year.
thing.
What's the question, QB?
He said Andre Ward needs. He said Andre Ward needs to fight Kovalev because Kovalev.
I hear your analogy, but it wasn't like Floyd got away with a robbery like that, and then Kovalev got away with Ward got away with a robbery. That's what he's saying. So it's not equivalent. My whole thing is listen, he came at Andre Ward sideways. Who cares?
Mayweather did.
Mayweather's not entitled to an opinion either now. Now people say I'm on Floyd's dick, but I don't worship any man, and you guys seem to worship Andre Ward.
Mayweather did actually retire post
Anyway,
Oscar.
man, let me get to this. Yeah, listen.
MD, you need to stop jacking people because look, you were wrong. He was right. Mayweather retired after the De La Hoya fight.
Yeah, he retired twice. But go ahead, QB.
All right, Kevin Foreman. He don't want another Davis, man, because Pedraza beat him. He was talking all that shit on Twitter, but he seen that work with Tank gave Pedraza yesterday.
Nah. He want that work.
You hear the interviews.
He want that work.
No,
Believe
he
that.
don't. He was in the interview. He was saying, he a good fighter. He didn't say nothing about fighting him yesterday on the interview. I watched what he was scared. He seen how he demolished that dude with Pedraza. Pedraza beat Kevin Foreman, remember? So he don't want Tank Davis. He's just fronting. That's all I had to say, man. And Ness, I'm on here, so my intro will be back.
QB, have you watched our footage of the media workout?
We give it to you on the outro, Blair. That's what we do for our alumni. Somebody like MD don't know that, disrespecting you. He don't know. He don't understand. He don't understand that knowledge that QB had dropping it on him like that.
Yeah, I know that he used to be from Queens and he went away, right?
Game of spades, baby.
Didn't he move to
Nebraska or something?
Yeah.
Hold up. So Floyd did say that Kovalev deserves a rematch against Andre Ward, but he also said that Thurman Garcia shouldn't be fighting each other, that they should be fighting, one of them should be fighting Errol Spence. So you can't take everything he says to heart unless
he also saying everybody ducking Errol Spence, including his motherfucking self, but he's won't
a promoter at the end of the day. Like, we should know not to take promoters for anything what they say.
All he's staying relevant.
He is very relevant, and he had
You gonna update today or you gonna wait for tomorrow?
For what?
I miss Steven already. I miss Steven. Donald, talk to me.
Look at Nest throwing shade. Negative Nest. Throwing shade.
Y'all enjoyed them fights, huh?
I sure did.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it like this: the Badou Jack and the James DeGale, it was a close fight. I could see how they can make it a draw, but the thing that's tripping me out is how they said that Badou Jack is going up to 175. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Badou Jack; he's a good fighter, but I don't think he's gonna carry no punching power up to 175. And then when he goes up to 175, who's going to be his introduction fight? Because I'm thinking to myself, like,
Andrew the Beast
Tabiti. Take an introduction fight.
Oh, no. Tabiti's a cruiserweight now, right? Oops, my bad. I mean, he's always been a cruiserweight. My bad. That's what
I'm saying. Well, I think that it depends. I mean, if Badou Jack want to jump straight into the 175 division, he could fight like maybe Marcus Brown later or Elder Alvarez, or even Joe Smith Jr. or Sullivan Barrera. But if you want to fight somebody that's already been there, maybe Isaac Chalimpa, Chad Dawson, Edward Rodriguez, Andre from Four, somebody like that. But I don't know. I don't really see.
Yeah, 175 is also a much better division. There's much more talent there, I think.
Yeah, I don't. No, I want to say, man, when I was looking at the Foreman fight, I remember, I think I was saying something about Foreman's legs. Man, it looked like he had wooden legs. Did you see when he got knocked down? He was trying to get up. It was like his legs were so stiff. I'm like, what's wrong with this dude? He looked like he couldn't get up. Like his legs was like hella weird. I'm like, this dude got wooden legs. Then when I'm watching the Anthony Durrell fight, he looked like he had way too much ring rust. I mean, he should have been able to get that guy out way sooner than that. Like I feel like he should have got him out in 3 rounds or something. Anthony, he need a couple of more fights. He can't just go up in there for a title fight. Not no time soon. He needed at least 2 or 3 more fights because he wasn't looking that good. And I think as the MD that's always Felix Diaz in, I got somebody for Felix Diaz. Diego Chavez has came back. What do you think about Felix Diaz and Diego Chavez putting the scrap together? Because I think that'll be a damn good fight. And then when I'm looking at Peterson and David Everson, I think Peterson is going.
I think he's getting the next Crawford fight.
David Everson.
Because Crawford's not fighting Pacquiao, and I think Crawford's going to get that fight next.
Felix Diaz he will be competitive, but he's not there yet. He needs to beat somebody a little bit more competitive before he goes see Crawford, But I do like Felix Diaz. Don't get me wrong. I do like him. I think he's a really good fighter. And
yeah, but Lamont Peterson and Lamont Peterson and
but yeah. I want to go. I'm next. I'm gonna try to come to the party. Hopefully, y'all get the amount of people y'all need by the 8th. That way, you can have it, and then I'll probably be able to make my decision by the end of this month because I do want to come to there and be able to meet y'all and all that stuff. But that's all I got for right now, though. Oh yeah, one more thing. Didn't y'all say Peter Quinn is moving up?
He is up. He is up. Get that boomerang, Donald. I know you just signed up for Patreon, though, so we do appreciate you. And, yes, we want to see you at the party as well. Remember, everyone can go. Head on over to ThaBoxingVoice.com/reunion and find out how it goes down when TBV gets together. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button just to say that you're appreciating the content. We're going to 203 in Connecticut, I believe. First-time caller?
Yeah, nah. What up, Ness? It's Mo.
Mo.
I ain't calling in a minute. How you doing, brother?
What's going on, Mo? Talk to us.
Going on, TVZ fan. Yeah, man. It's a great weekend of boxing, man. I was really happy for Gervonta Davis, man. He deserved that, man. He worked hard. I picked him just off the eye test, watching some of his other fights and like his sparring videos and stuff. And I just picked him, as I was saying, he pulled it out. And the DeGale Jack fight, I definitely picked DeGale to win that, but I think Jack definitely deserved it. He had the more effective hits, and DeGale just started slapping his punches, after like the fifth, sixth round. But all in all, I was happy with the fights, and I'm just excited for this new year of boxing. I thought it was a great start for boxing to start off the year, But yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I got my Everlast bag. So shout out TVV, all my Patreon, all the Patreon fam. The Boxing Voice is treating us right over here. Y'all need to get on it. Y'all need to get on that. But that's my call, fellas. Have a good one.
All right, Mo. Thanks for calling in. Oh my God, Monsterpiece. Monsterpiece probably feels like a stepchild over here with us. I'm so sorry. It's just I have 100 things to do, and I just slip up sometimes. I don't even see her number. I need Matt's help sometimes. I just need Matt's help.
No. Look in the chat. I said we have Monster on the line. We have that was a while ago.
I don't
That
even.
was an hour ago.
I don't even see her name. Did you put her name? No, you did not.
I did. She may have dropped off. That may be why.
Where? Oh my god. Oh my god.
No, Monster's right there. 347.
Where?
Right under JP from Long Beach.
JP.
And right under Amin. And Marcus.
There she goes. There she is. Miss Yo, was that Love Boat or was that Miss America?
I'm a motherfucking monster.
Good evening, everybody. What's up?
What up?
Okay, so
Monster addressed the controversy.
that's right. Yeah, it was good. MD, yes. MD, yes.
Address the controversy. How that fight was boring. Explain that to us.
Oh my God, MD, relax. We were watching James DeGale and Badou Jack. Say those names to yourself 100 times, and you will see what I mean. Okay, so relax. It's not like we were watching anything fucking out of the ordinary. We were watching James DeGale and Badou Jack. It was a boring fight, in my opinion, in the first half. It started off a little bit slow.
There was a knockdown in the first round. How was it boring, Monster?
There was a knockdown in the first round of Andre Ward and Kovalev. I mean,
that fight was exciting.
It actually was in the second round, to be exact.
It was
the first round. Kovalev just established the jab.
Listen, it was boring in my opinion in the first half, but in the second half it picked up pretty well, and I like the action that it took place. I just feel like there was like no defense in that fight. If there was, a very little of it, and it wasn't enough to actually declare a clear winner. I am not at all upset at the draw. I think the draw was perfectly fine for the type of fighters that it were in there and the type of performance that they put together. So I'm not upset with the draw. I called it way before on Twitter. I called it way before the announcer read the results. It was a draw. Obviously, it was a draw. The guys both.
Yeah, Monster. If DeGale didn't,
when one picked up, when one went aggressive, the other one went aggressive. When one slowed down, the other one slowed down. Nobody bothered to go above their opponent's level, which is what Gervonta Davis did with Pedraza. You know what I mean? Like but Gervonta, he was getting. You could tell he was getting a little frustrated, which why Pedraza looked even a little more disciplined. I mean, not disciplined. He was looking a little bit better in the fifth and sixth round. And you can tell that Gervonta was looking a little bit frustrated, but he calmed down. And that was credit to his coaching and them letting him know what he needed to do and him putting attention and listening and calming the fuck down. And he rose above his opponent's level and was able to break him down enough to deliver that technical knockout.
But Monster, you must have been really impressed because you picked up Pedraza, right?
You want to call that shit a great? Let me fucking talk. You want to call that shit a great fight? Then you could call it a great fight. That's you. I, in my opinion, didn't see two great fighters. I saw two motherfuckers fighting at each other's level. That's what I saw.
Nah, they 10th round, they both accelerated, and it was so great of a fight that DeGale was spitting out his mouthpiece. Like, that's a technique to get saved. They were both stepping up. So I just don't understand. You said something about you saw the draw. So if the fight, I saw it, maybe I saw the draw. I don't know. But if the fight, if DeGale didn't fall down in the 12th round, you would have gave it to Badou Jack or DeGale? Because that was a critical moment.
Well, can we give her a crow before she leaves?
Yeah, give her a Pedraza crow with a little bit of.
Yo, are you Hispanic?
Who?
Why did you say his last name?
Pedraza.
Yo, this dude is like you. And yo, look at the pot calling the kettle black and shit. You ain't Jewish, man. How do you pronounce his name, MD?
Go ahead.
Pedraza.
He sounds Italian.
That was almost like Italian. That was so bad.
PDs or what? He's selling PDs. He's like Pedraza.
His first name is Jose.
Jose Pedraza.
Jose.
Listen, and I wanted to know if Monster thought that that 12th round meant something to her, where Badou Jack would take it or DeGale would win it.
No, but I also said since she saw something that she was disappointed that she didn't see defense being utilized in that fight, which is a fair.
Offense takes away defense. You don't know what happens in the ring. You might plan a fight, or you don't plan a fight, but if you are a pro fighter, a prize fighter, you have a plan, and sometimes that plan doesn't work based off of what your opponent is doing. So in defense right there, I don't know. There was defense, but when you let your hands go, then there's offense.
Yo,
things change.
Really quick. Oh, shit.
Wow.
Oh, shit. Yo.
Oh, sounds like good news.
We have officially reached 41,000 subscribers. Monsterpiece is crazy. She talking about why you cut me off. Didn't you hear the bell? You got a minute and some change. You was throwing punches after the round, girl. What you talking about?
Hey, break it up.
When you said, wait a minute, don't cut me the fuck off, that was already the round being ended. I mean,
plus she was kind of disrespectful to the fight.
Yeah, like to a good fight. But I got your back in the chat. Don't worry about it. We see eye to eye. All right, let's get back down the line. We got any boomerangs or anything like that before I move on? We got the Donald. We got the Doc. Uh-oh. This guy deserves all the praise. Jay from Orlando, talk to me.
Why does he deserve?
I told y'all. Y'all ain't want to believe me. Y'all ain't want to listen to me. Told you. Hey, and I called it right with the 2 knockdowns.
Oh, you called 2 knockdowns in a draw.
This guy.
Hold on. This guy still needs Crow.
Wait a minute though. But wait, he done?
You made me pick that fight.
What he's done needs to be highlighted, because when we start talking callers of the year and things like that, or or anything about picks, this is very significant because this is almost scary. He predicted that each man would knock each other down, and that it would be a draw. That's like freakishly weird.
Yeah.
But congratulations to you.
And I got the tank fight right.
The which way?
Yeah. Hey man, I got one request though, Ness. I got one request.
What's that?
It'll be 3 years in April that I'll be calling in. I'm just asking for an intro. That's the only thing I'm asking for.
Yo, heavy is the crown, man.
NJ met me in person too.
Yo, heavy is, and I met him in person too. But all that falls on. Listen, look, it's time I stop. For years I've been taking the heat for these guys, but it's time. That's it. I'm sorry, Enrique. I can do it no longer. Enrique's in charge of intros and shirts, so that's why this is Enrique. Everything falls on the shoulders of Enrique. He's the producer.
I can get one made.
Oh well, send it to me.
I want to get one made.
Nah, send it to me. Send it to me. I mean, you could contact Dollar DiBiase too. He's obviously the one of the TBV producers that helps out around here. He might could do something. And there's other guys. I don't know.
Jay, how do you feel about the lightning bolt? Rod Salka being. I'm messing with you.
That was the old Matt. The old Matt. But yeah, man, that's Enrique. I'm still with. Look, Enrique got 12 of my shirts. I ain't get one yet.
Listen,
sorry, man. We need gunshots for him, man.
So you down to larges now or mediums?
It depends the shirt. I'm actually down to a large, but Enrique, listen, the shirt that I wore in my interview with John McDonald and James DeGale was a medium. Enrique made that for me. Thank you, Enrique, and gave it to me. And I was
adult medium?
Yo, I was super scared when he was like, yo, put this on. I'm like, dude, this is a fucking medium. He's like, nah. I'm like, nah, it ain't gonna fit. I started telling him like, no, it don't match with what I'm wearing. I was just feeling subconscious. Then I put it on. That shit felt good. It made me feel like, yo, Ness, keep working out for sure, because it was a schmedium.
You know what's gonna feel really good when Jay gets this Crow.
Oh yeah, Jay, go ahead. We robbed you for your call, Jay.
And it's Crow.
You good.
Mm-hmm.
I take the Crow for the fight that I didn't want to pick. I take the Crow for the fight that I didn't want to pick. I got all the main events right. All the main events, right? So go ahead. I'll take the crow.
What's up, Matt? Where's that crow?
I don't have the crow soundbite. Ness does.
Yo, so
oh my god, that was awful.
Jay, what's your what kind of music you like?
Yo, I love Enrique's crow.
Oh, I'm hip hop.
Yo, man, he's Jay. You can't be a Jay and love hip hop without giving him some official Jay. Like you gotta give him some Hove or something.
I don't know, man. Hove might be too powerful. Like,
look, he said Hove or something. There you go.
Hove or something. We'll work something out.
Yeah, over anything.
Damn, anything. Give him some Lil Yachty. He said anything. Give him some Lil Yachty.
Nah, I'm good on the Lil Yachty. I'm an 80s baby. I don't know about that young stuff.
What's that other dude? What's the dude that got punched in the face in the Cincinnati fight? That rapper. They came out with Broner. You don't remember that? Nobody remember that?
Oh, wasn't that that wasn't Designer?
Maybe Slim Thug? No, not Slim Thug. Another Thug.
Bougie.
Something Thug. Young Thug, right? Young Thug or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. We jacked you again. Let me reset this clock. Jesus, the longest call to get through.
Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me?
Of course we do. We just don't want to jack you. Come on, Jay. Get it together.
Oh, okay. No. I was saying that was Rich Homie Quan that got punched. The rapper that got punched. But what I would say is with the fight, it came down the way that I was definitely going to see it and call it. I think they definitely need to run it back, and I don't know why. Floyd's not open to doing it in the European market. That's his only biggest fight. Like, who else is Badou Jack that's going to fight that's going to put 20,000 people in the stadium? So if I was them, I would take it and go overseas and go to the European market. I think Tank's now going to be stuck in a kind of hard place because he's got a belt, and a lot of people are going to be coming at him for that belt because I think he's in that division. I think he's going to probably be one of the easiest people to beat to get in order to get a belt. That's pretty much all I got to say, man.
Jay, thank you for calling in. I know we'll be seeing you at the TBV Appreciation Night. You already let us know about that. So definitely can't wait for that.
Yo, Jay, a quick question. So when you were at the fair that I saw you at, did you partake in any rides?
I did a few because I had my daughter with me. So I did a few. We did pretty much everything that she could get on besides Ring of Fire, and it was one other one that she couldn't get on. Oh, it was like a little spinning ride. They were saying that she wasn't tall enough, so
yeah. I feel like that was the first time in my life that I realized that I can't handle those things anymore. They're too intense. I don't know.
You get old. Yeah. My daughter, I wouldn't do it because like once you get off, there's the motion sickness and everything.
Yeah, I know.
It gets to you. Yeah.
Ness, was the Barclays Center on fire the way it was presented on the television? Yes, no.
I mean, yeah, it was on fire. I mean, what's your definition of on fire? What do you want to know?
Like filled to capacity, and because
no. The 200 sections, they had the curtains up in most of the 200 sections, so it was low.
When they introduced,
they had 10,000 people there. That's good. Who was the main event? James and DeGale. Neither one of them are from New York. Neither one of them are around here. So
neither one
of them are American.
Yeah, that's Floyd right there. That's what I'm saying. Credit to Floyd for promoting. Yo, for you to get 10,000 people in the Barclay, and neither guy being from New York City, that was good.
Danny Garcia broke that.
And it was 10,000 sexy people, too. It was some real good-looking people out there, man. It was a nice event. I'm telling you. Yo, Boxing Expo was there. Shout out to Boxing Expo, and congratulations to him because he was banking on Cinco de Mayo being lit. So he's going to be doing another Boxing Expo out there in the Cinco de Mayo for anybody who's going to be out there. Let's get out to some of these
single women. Like, it's a real question. Like, I've been to a bunch of boxing matches, but I'm either there with like my friends or like I'm there like covering. Do single women go to boxing fights? Because
I think single women go, but it depends on the crowd.
They go with their friend, which is a male,
or they go
guys. It's not really just
go with
not
their
with
girlfriend who's going with her boyfriend, right? So it's like I'm going to the fight with my girl, and my girl brought her single girl.
Yeah, because I never really equated the two. Really, hasn't really been something. And you bring that up too sometimes. So I don't know. It's interesting.
I remember when we were in Vegas. Look how many like other women were there. It was just like, whoa, what the fuck? Like this boxing, but it was a lot of girls.
A lot of men are maybe drunk and try to pay for some. I don't know. Single women in Vegas. I don't know about that. I don't know. I'm not a Vegas guy. I know about Vegas. I don't know. Not that kind of place.
Okay. Well, let's get back out to the callers since we're like all the way in Vegas right now.
Is this fair to say if you see a Watson in the corner, that's the fighter that's going to win?
No. What the hell?
Sometimes the Watsons split. Sometimes the Watsons split and they hedge their bets and they take both guys.
Yo, what about when Thomas Top Dog Williams fought Adonis? It was a Watson apiece. And one in the middle sometimes, like Sam in the middle and each stun on the other side. Let's get to some alumni here. It is time. Listen, we're eating up a lot of time, guys. Let's give some of this time to these callers. Matt said JP was on about an hour ago, man. We got to get to these guys.
Mr. Info Joe.
This portion of the show we call In the Know, presented by my brother.
Yo, you know it ain't no show without Info Joe. What up, Ness? What up, Matt? What up, Enrique? What up,
Yes, and MD. Info Joe, my man.
Oh, what's up, MD? I thought you left out of there, bro. Hey, Ness, be a little light on Matt, man. We got faded yesterday and watched the fights, man.
He's hungover?
Right?
For sure, Joe, for sure.
Possibly. Hey, big up to the boxing guys. Big up to Showtime. What an awesome card. I predict 2017 will be better than the last 5 years. Let's talk about the Pedraza versus Davis. I believe Pedraza had a bad game plan, man. He was a taller guy. He didn't fight tall. He didn't fight long. And I believe Davis, man, he has a big future, man. I would love to see, like the other caller said, Fortuna versus Tank. That'd be fire. You know what? The whole card was awesome. I sat back like a casual fan. I didn't score none of the fights and just enjoyed it, man. I don't understand what Monster was talking about. She thought that DeGale and Jack was boring. I thought it was an exciting fight. I was over Max jumping out of my seat like, damn. But I can't be. It was a close fight. I wouldn't be mad with a draw. But I wouldn't be mad if somebody said Badou Jack edged it. Badou Jack edged the fight. Hey, Ness, I got a question for you. Do you think you can ever get a boxing judge on the show for us so we can question them? What are they looking for?
A judge? Yeah, man.
You could do a ref too. They know the same rules.
I could get Harold. I'm
a four-time fraternity judge. You know, we used to.
Yeah, that's right. MD used to box in the fraternity cut, Wes.
I used to judge you.
I could get Harold Letterman and maybe his daughter, Julie Letterman or Judy, something like that. I don't know.
Can we get CJ Ross?
What's another famous judge? Like Robert Hoyle or something like that?
Oh, Adelaide Bird.
Yes.
Adelaide Bird. I mean, you guys give me the name in Patreon and I'll figure out which one of those I could schedule up.
Vic Draculic.
And a referee as well too, man. I don't like how I understand I'm not for fighters getting damaged, but I didn't like how they were jumping in so early. It was some of the fights earlier, they wouldn't even knockdowns. They would come in and they would look at the fighter, and I think that gives the fighter time to regroup, and it takes away from the fight to me. But I get it, but I hope it doesn't happen with the Thurman Garcia. I don't want after Thurman beats the shit out of Garcia for him to jump in real fast and try to save him some time. Yo, that's my call. Peace Boxing Voice. Put up the
Hold on, Joe. You gotta take some crow.
What?
You have to take some crow, brother.
Crow.
One serving of crow, Ness. That's what you do.
All right, Joe. Thanks for calling
Peace,
in.
fam.
As always, brother. Can't wait to see you. March 3rd, Joe's already signed up. He RSVP. Remember, all my other people who's RSVP'd, you check your emails because you're supposed to receive an email once you RSVP. You receive an email back from us. Let me get to Alex. Boomerang status. Talk to me.
Hey boys, again. Just quick little shout out. I'm a recent Patreon. Everyone should jump on that, man. The content is unbelievable. Got Boomerang, it's great. And not only that, if you like seeing Ness do some rounds with two hipsters at the same time, man, I'm telling you, it's the best entertainment you'll ever hear. Secondly, I got to eat my words. I don't know if
Who's the hipsters, Matt and Enrique?
Sorry.
He said,
What'd you say, MD?
He said, who's the hipsters? Matt and Enrique.
Matt and Enrique. But yeah, you wish MD. You know you're a hipster. You know you're a hipster, bro. But I don't know if I've ever said it here before, but I'd like to eat my words. I thought DeGale would put up a good fight against Golovkin. I thought he'd cut through Badou Jack and maybe eventually fight Golovkin, but he's missing 2 teeth now. I think Golovkin will just knock his head off, clean off his neck. I think he's yeah. But
Golovkin
yeah,
would be
my call again.
Golovkin would be both those guys in the same night. It's all right.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said Golovkin would be both those guys in the same night. Come on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I honestly thought DeGale, like up to this point before the last fight, that he'd be a good fight for Golovkin, but I think Golovkin just wipes the floor with him. Just I don't know, just takes his head straight off. But yeah, that's my call. Everyone sign up to Patreon. Beautiful content. Thanks to all the boys. Thanks for everything, and that's my call.
Yeah, Golovkin should move up to 168 for what? Ness, for what?
Well, it was for DeGale, but DeGale didn't look good. But what does he do down there if he can't get the Canelo fight? I don't want to go down that road. What I'd rather say is, like Alex was mentioning, that the content on Patreon is exclusive and worth it. Me and MD and Matt, we did a film review on the Daniel Jacobs, Dimitri Prague, and that is the video that he's talking about. He obviously enjoyed it. If you want to check it out, head on over to Patreon. I also am going to be putting up our basically our first ever sit down with a trainer watching an actual live fight. We watched the Tank Davis fight and we watched DeGale Jack, and Andre Rozier was very animated and involved, and it's just awesome. Plus, it's behind the scenes footage anyway. So my Patreon, I'll be posting that later on tonight after the show. And I'm going to get out to Muhammad. Talk to me.
Yo, what's up? I shouldn't even be calling today because it's Crow Day, right?
It is Crow Day. Why, you didn't pick Matt?
No, it doesn't concern me because I got everything right, including Alim.
Including Alim?
Yes, sir.
Matt, where you at?
No, he did. Mohammed is the winner this week.
He didn't pick no fucking draw. He get Crow for that.
Oh, yeah, you did.
No, technically, one judge had the girl winning. So
I know. I was thinking that route to go to, but you can't do that.
Matt, check this guy's name, Muhammad, and
No, he did. I checked it. I have the same spreadsheet.
Oh, you got the spread? Okay.
Yeah.
So he still the Crow for the draw, though.
Yeah, but that's your choice. I give Mohammed his credit.
I don't know
that Alim was a good pick.
I don't understand this thing about the draw doesn't deserve Crow. Like
because it's not a loss. That's why. Because like a Crow is for a loss.
The draw's a bet in Vegas anyway.
I know, but we're not talking about bets like
table.
Okay, Ness.
But this is for a record.
If I go correct, right, and that's fair, but then we're gonna have people picking draws, and it's very difficult. And
well, Jay from Orlando picked
the fact that he picked it. You're right. The fact that he picked it, he should get the credit. So
Yes.
I'm okay with that, right? So it's good insight. It's a risk you take because draws almost never happen. So you're right.
That's why they pay so much. Just like 0-0 on the fucking roulette table.
But if we did a pie bet, though, the pie bet, we both get pie, Ness? Is that kind of where you're coming from?
Well, no. I mean, if it's a pie bet,
Yeah, that would be how it works.
No. If there's a pie bet and there's no draw, there's no winner. You both go home. So why would you both pie yourself? Now, if you said that before, then it's different. But anyway.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. Did you notice that DeGale was spitting out his mouthpiece? That's why he got
that's the talk of the
I think he had a hard time biting down on it because when you lose
sometimes we're spitting out, sometimes it was on accident. That's the problem.
I mean, imagine how his gums must have felt after having 2 teeth knocked out. That's brutal. I mean, you know, lucky he's got millions. No, he's gonna fix it. He's got millions. He's probably
I'm not talking about his teeth. I'm talking about the fact that he be spitting his mouthpiece because it's going to cost him against. I don't know if
it's more than just
going to cost him.
He got
more than just his teeth. That's your jaw. He was getting hit in the face with his mouthpiece out as well. He definitely had some jaw damage as well. I don't think a broken jaw, but like it does not feel good to get hit with that mouthpiece.
It's funny that none of us are praising Jack. Maybe I think 1 or 2 callers praise Jack, right? But like we thought highly of DeGale. The world thought highly of DeGale, and Jack put a lot of hands on him last night.
Ness, what did I call him, Ness?
I don't remember. Tell me. And I'm not being, you know,
a poor man Sergio, and he still looks like a poor man Sergio. He looks actually worse than a poor man Sergio because Sergio Martinez was less sloppy with his work. James DeGale he unimpressed me, and yes, Jack
unimpressed you, really. Turning Jack in the first 6 rounds over and over again and pivoting,
turning him
and throwing that left hand over and
over.
That
was a great knockdown, a sneaky left. But
it wasn't even that. No, it wasn't even just that knockdown. He connected with that when he stepped in and went to his right and pivot and went with that left hand. He connected all night with that. He was turning Jack a lot, man. Like I don't know how you don't think that's not impressive.
Honestly, if I had to give a winner of that fight, I definitely would pick
for a clear number 1 and number 2 guy in the division. 50-50 fight. I don't know how you're not impressed with DeGale for doing what he's able to do. I don't know.
I'm
impressed by both guys. That's the thing. I'm impressed by both men in that after that bout. I think both men they're elite.
Would you consider them elite?
Yeah.
I don't.
That's a fucking joke.
If I don't find a phone jack a soundbite soon, I'm gonna kill myself. Muhammad, are you done? These guys are like Robin Hood and the Band of Thieves and shit when it's time to talk.
I was about to call the FBI because my phone got jacked. No, I'm done. Listen, Ness, I'm going to confirm by Friday that I'm coming 100%. So I'm going to hit you on your messenger regarding some stuff, you know? So
absolutely, brother. Hit me anywhere. Make sure you get me either on Skype or WhatsApp or wherever, you know? Let's do this. Let's go out to these phone lines. We're back at you. We're going to...
If you know like I know, you should lie low. Killer, I used to get it in Ohio.
Yeah. What's up, fellas? Man, great weekend. Great weekend, man. Yeah, man. I'm start with the Mayweather media comments and all this, that, and the third. I guess with the Mayweather backlash, and I don't think it's so much everybody's just on Andre Ward or just trying to protect Andre Ward. It's just what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong, man. I mean, when he was trying to diss Adrian Broner throughout the media, there was a lot of people saying Mayweather was wrong for that. And, you know, Adrian Broner, we all know, can be, you know, a dickhead. So I don't think, again, you know what I'm saying, it's people coming to Andre Ward's side. It's just, we can all see the, you know, the hypocrisy in his statements. So, I mean, I'm going to leave that there on that one. But then getting to the fights, man. I'm going to start with the Tank fight first. To be honest, man, he pulled off the victory, but I don't know if y'all noticed, but he started looking gassed towards the end of the second round. And I'm thinking, like, that's kind of early to be kind of gassed, you know, as a championship fighter. He was actually reaching out with both hands to tie up Jose, and Jose was allowing it because Jose was fighting on the inside, which was just retarded, which was just stupid. But, I mean, that's what he chose to do. But me being, you know, I guess, quote unquote, a hardcore, I mean, just looking at Tank, he has a lot of, I mean, great qualities, and athletically, he's gifted. But I mean, I don't know if he was just so excited or what, but
That man was gassed early, and if that fight would have went 12 rounds, he'd have been in trouble starting the 8th, 9th, and 10th round. He'd have been in some trouble. These are facts. With the DeGale fight, I had Jack winning, man. I mean, and I don't really. I mean, I was being hard on Jack too, especially after he got knocked down. So I don't see how anybody could. I can't see a draw, man. I watched it twice, man. I can't really see a draw. No way. But going back to the Tank thing, did y'all watch the interview? Or did y'all watch the interview after the fight?
Yeah, I did. Caller?
I did not get the opportunity to watch it. You talking about with Jim Gray?
Yes.
Kinda, sorta, man, because I'm on the floor, so I don't get the same volume you guys get.
What interview?
The one he did with Jim Gray.
Which
Gervonta Davis.
Oh, no, I did not. But what's up?
I did.
Is it out there?
Yeah, it's out there. I mean, the one thing I wanted to.
Oh, post fight. Oh, yeah. In the ring. Yeah.
So I want to see if y'all notice this, man. But this kid, man, at 22, 23, I mean, he sound bad, man. He sound like Evander Holy. Like he has a definite slur in his speech, man.
No, I don't think it's a slur.
No,
I think it's a lack of.
He's soft spoken. I've met him.
He's like Tyson back in the day. He's like a young Tyson.
Soft spoken, man. I met him 100 times.
He's just not properly. He's just not really ready in front of the camera. He doesn't have a great.
I don't think it's that.
He doesn't even like it. He doesn't even like it. He doesn't like to. He only does it because it's public.
He's really cocky, and he has the skills to back it up. But he's really cocky, which it's not the best, I guess, to try to build yourself up.
Yep.
Or it could work out. Who knows? It's worked for other guys, so who knows?
Shout out to my boy Tony Romero. Just signed up to Patreon. That's what I'm talking about. Supporting the movement.
But I would definitely say that it's not from brain damage.
Calling in, brother.
It's not from brain damage. There's no way.
No, hell no. No, listen, I've met him, man. He's just super duper soft spoken. But when you catch him in his element amongst his friends, he talks. I mean, you can find. Listen,
it's almost like Brandon. It's like Bam Bam. Like he
or Terrence Crawford.
Maybe now. Yeah,
exactly.
He's like Terrence Crawford. Come on.
Well, I'm gonna say what the thing Brandon Rios is like. They go, oh, Brandon Rios is sounding punchy now. Yeah, Brandon Rios is taking a lot of damage, but when he was 20 years old, he sounded the same with the way he would talk, with the little slur. Some people just speak differently. That they have different affectations when they speak, and I think it's just that. I don't think it's anything more.
Tone in Chicago.
Like the word affectation, Matt?
I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
Hey, what up, fellas? First of all, I got to start off by taking my crow, man. I picked Keytrop, and he lost that fight. And then obviously the draw, I had Badou Jack winning, but draw. Secondly, I want to say I'm a new Patreon member. That was me, Tony Romero, man. That's me.
Oh shit, sir, that's amazing. What a coincidence, right? At that moment, and then I go to your call. That's dope.
I thought you planned that right, man.
No, I didn't.
Right,
you're just you're just next in line. But I mean, I guess when you're a TBV listener, the stars align as well.
There it is, man. Yeah, I got to say, Gervonta Davis. I mean, he was really impressive, man. I mean, I had my doubts, but I picked him to win. But I had my doubts. But you know what? He came through, and I'm looking forward to seeing this guy back in the ring, man. Whether it's against Jason Sosa or any one of the other guys. I'd like to see him against Jason Sosa just because I'm familiar with Sosa. I've seen Sosa fight, and now seeing Davis fight. It's like that's a fight that I'd like to see happen, and it's possible that it could. Who knows? But either way, I just want to see that guy back in the ring as soon as possible, and hopefully soon. As far as the main event goes, man, I had Badou Jack winning. I didn't score the fight, so I can't even say for certain that I had, that I scored certain rounds for Jack or anything. But just by watching the overall fight and stuff, I thought Jack won it. Nonetheless, man, I mean, it was a good fight either way. Both guys had their moments. Both guys knocked each other down. I mean, it was a good fight either way. I'd love to see a rematch, but the way it sounds,
it seems like Jack is on his way up to 175, which Floyd Mayweather in that ring, that brings me to the next point. Floyd Mayweather in that ring, he had a bad night, man. Floyd had a bad night, just as bad as Mariah Carey had on New Year's Eve, man. It was not good, man. They were questioning Floyd, and he just didn't have a lot to say. He wasn't sure about what to say. It seemed like he already had it planned. Yeah. Floyd already had it planned that, he's going to move Jack up to 175, and that's kind of what his whole spiel was going to be about. But because of the fact that it was a draw, he just kind of wasn't too sure. Floyd also lost some money. I mean, before the fight, I don't know if you guys heard before.
Yeah, he said he was going to bet 100. He said 100, 200, maybe half a million.
Yeah.
And you don't make no money on it.
You said $250,000, but still.
You don't make no money on a draw.
That's what yeah, exactly. That's what I was telling my people at home when we were watching the fight. I'm like, man, Floyd is not happy. He just lost, at least a couple $100,000, but nonetheless, I mean, like I said, it's a good fight. It was overall, Floyd did a great job as a promoter because he had some good fights on the card, and even the Amanda Serrano fight. So, with that said, that's my call, guys, and looking forward to the next one. I'll see you guys in Cincinnati. I'll be out there for Agent Broner.
All right, Tone. Well, definitely hit me up. We're gonna definitely meet, man. I'm thinking I'm pulling.
Tone, thanks for signing up to Patreon, and you guys can do that. It's very simple. Go through the Boxing Voice website or the Twitter or whatever.
Or right here on YouTube, there's a link, and I could also put it in the chat.
But
Vanessa, I want to check it out because, I think it's Alex that said, it's funny to see the way that MD and Matt just don't see like what's happening in front of their eyes. They're just like somehow.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Provide an example.
I mean, it was a certain part in the video that we were watching that obviously we don't agree. I don't agree with neither one of you. But the film shows that I'm right. Like it shows a person in the action of doing what I'm arguing.
That was out cold.
Arguing the opposite. I'm trying not to give it away, obviously, because that's
okay. But I want to bring something up because I gotta head out soon. So you guys won't accuse me of jacking, but I want to bring up something quickly that I saw in the fight that I was really post-fight that I was really odd. Did you notice how much like James DeGale was like kind of like poking at Badou Jack like after the fight, like touching him and shit? Like that's like, to me, that's like kind of disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like he was like hitting him in the back of the head. Like I know he was trying to be like
British, dude. Have you ever been to London?
It doesn't matter.
Just
You
showing
can't-
like
That's how they act. That's
that was not like showing love. I thought it was weird. Like I thought it was kind of like
Go back and watch. I didn't notice that. I'm gonna have to
I thought it was a little confrontational, a little bit. He was like, "Oh,
It only became confrontational after Jack said he did not want the rematch at 168.
do you know how?"
That's
No,
when it
but
changed.
no, but it was like, do you know how this guy's like someone who you really don't like, and they'll like fucking grab you in the back of the neck and be like, "Hey, how's my homie going? How's my dude doing?" But he's not like a friend, and he like grabs you in the back of the neck. You're like, "Yo, like, why are you grabbing me in the back of the neck like that?"
Well,
it was like it was kind of like that.
To be fair to Jack, Enrique probably has it on the cutting room floor, but he told us he was moving up regardless too. He was another Pedraza. He said this is the last fight. This is the last fight. He couldn't do it no more. So, for Jay Will, I think it was, or Tone, I'm not sure. One of them said that
I'm surprised Floyd didn't teach him the proper IV techniques to rehydrate, but maybe that's
That's cool. But back to bets where Floyd lost a lot of money. Nestor Gibbs, I think he put $100 on Pedraza.
Nah, I didn't. I was telling my girl, like, damn, yo, I want to put money on this fight. And I'm like, yo, I want to put money, but every time I put money, I lose. And I'm like, fuck that. I ain't putting no money. I'm like, he's supposed to win, but he might not. And look at that. Tank proved he's a star. So, like, that's what I like. I'm not mad.
Why don't you talk to me, the MD, before you make bets? We used to do that.
I'd rather eat a little crow and have something new to talk about every day in the sport that I love, because Tank versus Francisco Vargas, sign me up. Tank versus Fortuna, Tank versus Omar Douglas, Tank versus who else is sexy? Gamboa, they said already. I'll take that.
Chico Corrales. Jezreel, whatever.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I haven't seen enough of them. I know I just
Vargas down the line.
Is he good, Matt? Is he good? I know people.
Morales, yeah, he's good. No, he retired Yukiyama, man. Like he retired. Like Yukiyama retired.
Yukiyama sounds like a sushi right now.
It does. What about Garcia Thurman?
Only you know who that is. Yo, I gotta get that. I'm gonna have to put that soundbite on my main board now with this fucking guy right here. He retired Yukiyama. He retired Yukiyama. Oh, Yukiyama.
Ness, the real question is.
Yo, but Matt, you got to keep doing it, Matt, because I bet you there's a bunch of hipsters just like you that, you know, are like, yeah, man, fucking tell them. They don't know who Yukiyama is. So, you know.
Or Yukiyama. I don't know how you pronounce
it. Into their mirror right now, like, yeah, Matt, did it for us.
Yo, Matt, were you the biggest David John? Or
I remember him. Everybody.
Chris John. No, my bad. I fucked up on the name.
Yeah, and everybody would. Hey, yo, the reason that they would say he was good is like, yo, he's got that win over Marquez.
They probably flew Marquez out like 10 minutes before the fight, you know.
Oh, amazing. Let's get to some alumni here. One day he'll hey Santiago, one day you're gonna get an intro. One day. Santiago.
I'm gonna use traffic for Santiago. It's gonna be Denicio de Toro. He's gonna be like,
now. Did you even press the button? It doesn't look like you pressed that he's on.
Matt, double check the lines.
Ahora
Del Toro. Who's that, Enrique? The director?
No, the actor in Traffic.
Oh, Benicio.
Right? Is that Benicio de Toro?
I think it's Benicio.
Benicio. When he's like, ahora de adelante en la cargada soy de mío.
Yo, check this guy out. Like, are you annoyed that your fellow Puerto Rican lost?
Who's that?
I'm not annoyed. Like I just said, I'm happy that a star is born, but I'm not Puerto Rican. Shout out to Enrique.
Ding ding.
Let me check if maybe it was Santiago fell asleep. Marcus in DC, talk to me. Oh, it was.
Yeah, it was good, man. Shout out to the boxing voice, man. Yo, big shout out to Tank Davis, man.
Oh shit, Marcus, I'm sorry. Wait, Marcus, I'm so sorry to do this to you. Jesus, Monsterpiece, I'm sorry. See what I'm saying? Steven, where are you? Remember that part in the Goonies? It's like, Sarah, you Goonie. No, nobody remembers that. Fuck.
Nah, it's all right. You didn't have to cut the other person. You could have just waited until he was done.
I know, but I keep forgetting you, right? I've forgotten you about 3 calls.
No, it's all right.
What happened, man?
It's all right. Just like you, I'm also here for the listeners. So it's different with me. But I just want to say this to all you guys, like, and the listeners too. I'm sorry if I found that the first half of this fight may have started a little bit slow to me, regardless of the little bum ass knockdown that happened. With
knockdown is for bum. Go ahead.
I didn't know you guys were so emotionally invested in this fight. If I would have known, I would have been more careful with my comments. So my bad. Okay, but I thought it started off a little bit, but it picked up. It was entertaining. That's all. I'm sorry. That's the way I saw it. My bad. But I thought the undercards were great. I didn't get to talk a lot about that, but I thought Gervonta was amazing. I'm not taking anything away from the scaling. Like Ness said, a star was practically born last night, and I want to see him against Sosa, as a matter of fact.
Okay, dope. Listen, though, but in boxing we have the slow starter versus the fast starter. That's exactly what Pedraza Gervonta was. So you can't use that as like, yo, the slow start and fight. I stopped scoring.
How you? No.
I stopped scoring because it was slow.
Gervonta Davis fight didn't start like that.
No, because Gervonta was the fast starter. Pedraza is the slow starter. So that's what we got. That's why the commentators were like, oh, wait a minute. Why is Pedraza fighting at this pace? Why? Okay, this is the flashy Gervonta coming in extremely flashy. So yeah, we just got a great fight. Styles.
Did you see? Okay. Okay, but that wasn't happening in the James DeGale. They both were at the same pace in the beginning, and then at the second round, when it picked up a little bit, they still both were at the same pace. It's like they were following each other. That's the problem that I have with those kind of fights. That's fine if other people find that entertaining. That's okay. Maybe I'm too picky. That's all I'm saying. But I'm sorry again to all of those that got offended by that. My fault.
Enjoy the fight?
But anyways, I just have a question. Do you guys think what?
You did not enjoy the fight?
Monster, you did hear that 10-second
I
bell,
did.
right?
I did. Okay, sorry. It's just that Enrique cut through my phone call, so I couldn't really.
We sparring.
I want to ask, but whatever.
Stronger next.
That's exactly what the fight.
Damn. Where are we right now?
Hello?
Yeah. Where are we right now? You didn't enjoy the fight? I enjoyed that fight. I enjoyed the two fights on Showtime. I was so high off of boxing last night. I was like, it could not get any better tonight.
I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it.
You're such a hater, Monster.
But do you guys think that Mayweather was? Do you guys think that Mayweather was pretty articulate last night when it came down to his opinion about the outcome of the fight?
Monster, we
you guys
do
think that
have
he would
to
make
get
for a good promoter.
Sweetheart, we do have to get to a lot of callers.
He was cool.
Okay.
He did all right. I think Mayweather did nothing that was out of the normal for him. This was average Mayweather for me.
I think he's just seeking massive attention, bro. Like,
I think so as well.
He has been. He has been seeking
no,
attention.
it's not even that he's seeking it, right? But like, he doesn't know how to let the fighter get the shine, even though that's what he's running around saying, how his fighters are getting paid and he's making sure they're right and they're okay. But yo, like, and then he's so belittling. Like, he would talk for 20 straight minutes and then be like, AB, go ahead, take the mic now, AB. And it's like, yo, that's just disrespectful, but whatever. Listen, Monster, I'm going to put you on mute because you're talking in the background there with Mick Gomez. Marcus, talk to us. Sorry, brother. Talk to us.
No apologies necessary, man. Shout out to Monsterpiece. She bring the great interviews, so I don't feel mad getting interrupted by her. Shout out to Gervonta Davis, man, out of B-More. DC and B-More don't always click, but he fight under PVC like we do out here in DC. He fight with my young soldier who just about to have his second pro fight in Atlantic City. Younger game, chested all the way live. When the last time you saw a prospect fight a champion when you were questioning whether the prospect was fighting the champion too soon and end the joint with a knockout? Great goddamn fight. Don't confuse Badou and Jack's close fight with them being good fighters. I told y'all in the first verse, 168 is a fucking graveyard for fighters. Prove that point. They 1-2 in 68. Where would they be if you ranked them in 75? Stop. Pause. Think about that. They had a good fight because you match good fighters, they had good fights, i.e. Mickey Ward and Arturo Gotti. At that point in their career, just because they had a good fight don't mean they fucking world beaters. Shaq and fucking DeGale is not world beaters. They just had a good fight between each other. Go to 75, they're going to get dogged. 30, I like to see David Tank fight maybe a Roman Martinez just for some, for some work. Let's see what happens. Maybe put him in there with Sosa later, but ideally instead of Sosa, maybe I'd like to see him against Walters. Man, it was a good fight for boxing. Of course, Floyd don't know how to be a promoter yet. He's growing into the position. I think that he'll learn at some point when he learns to take the attention off of him and believe boxing misses him as much as they do, that he'll let other people shine, i.e. Puff Daddy. He got artists, but, at the end of the day, even though he's featuring on their shit, he in the front of the camera more than the artist. It happens. Good show content, man. Just y'all comment on that after the fact, man. Shout out to Tank again, man. PVC. Yo.
We have a boomerang, by the way.
Who's that?
Jose from Canada.
Oh, not Jose Pedraza?
No.
Yo, what'd you say? Jose Pedraza?
Jose Pedraza.
Oh, that sounds good. There you go.
Jose Pedraza. What's up? The champ is here. He's putting up them titles March 3rd against Bruce from Pittsburgh at our TBV appreciation party. Make sure you enroll because It's gonna be a hell of a night in New York City. Jose?
Popping all this champagne, popping all this rosé, getting money like Jose, chain cold, Norway. Shorty wants that foreplay. I'm like, no way. Gotta rock it like Coldplay, killing it. OJ, getting cheese like Green Bay. Call me.
Oh man, you know what? Boxing couldn't be greater right now, man. It all started, I believe, with just that amazing announcement of that fight between Chavez Jr. and Canelo. Everything just seems to be blown up right now. Yesterday was probably the most fun I've had watching boxing on TV forever. And I don't even get Showtime because in Canada, we don't get Showtime. So Steven Espinosa, if you can hear me, man, you fucking prick, put it on here in Canada. Anyway, I had to watch it on a shitty stream, but I still loved it, man. It was amazing, amazing, amazing. I couldn't disagree more with that caller. Mayweather is actually making, the promoter role fun again, man. He's there. He's interesting. He's somebody that we actually care about. We want to hear speak. You know, he's what De La Hoya was 10 years ago, man. De La Hoya's washed up and lost the love for it. And Mayweather's starting to find that passion for it, man. You can actually see it. You could see out on the ring how he really cared about, his boys doing well. And hopefully other fighters are going to go and they're going to sign with him. And they could follow him because ultimately that's the blueprint, right? De La Hoya always spoke of the blueprint, but that blueprint never existed. But Mayweather has the blueprint on how to make money. And I think Broner, man, I heard those interviews, Ness. You know what? Yesterday, like I said, man, I got that passion back again. I watched videos. I watched them all the videos you did, even with that Big John guy, man. It was hilarious. I love what Broner had to say. He's focused. He's more mature, he says, and I think Broner can do some big things, man. Some really big things. Gervonta looked amazing. Badou Jack looked great. It's done, man. This is the year all the UK bums get exposed. You know what? I wish it was Canada, but the States is close enough. So let's go with the American.
Watch. Hey, hold on.
Yeah,
we have a pipe bet between me and Jose. Jose bet me that there's going to be 0 British champions by the end of 2017. So if there's one person with the belt left from the UK by the end of 2017, you're taking a pie to the face, Jose. And DeGale still has his belt. Last time I checked.
I will.
Good bet. But Jose, did you watch our media workout video? You said you watched all our videos.
Oh man, I've watched everything, guys. I'm turning into an addict again, man. It's all because yesterday I stayed up till like 2 a.m. watching videos. Hey guys, one last thing I wanted to say just before my time's up. Ness, make sure you mention the pre-sale promo code there on Ticketmaster. If anybody wants to buy tickets ahead of time, like there's $50 tickets, there's $100 tickets for the Danny Garcia fight, Thurman fight. I don't know if you saw that code or not, or if you put it out on Twitter. So, I think it opened.
I gotta check the email, Jose. I gotta check the email, but I'm pretty sure Joey might have it.
Which Joey?
Joey retweeted it, just so anyone knows. Just look up Joey Cuevas on Twitter. He retweeted it. Make sure you put that in there. All right, boys, that's it, man. I'm out. Peace.
All right, Jose.
All right.
Cool. Joey Cuevas is coming to New York.
Nah, man. Only if you're giving him a rematch. You giving him a rematch?
Yeah, give him a rematch.
Are you really?
Yeah, I have no titles, but definitely give him a rematch.
Actually, Jose said if he wins, he's gonna give
me
a rematch.
No, he has to give me a rematch.
He says he's gonna give Joey a rematch.
That's unfair.
My man.
Let's go to me.
Joey did start it all, man. He unified with you. He put it on the line. Talk to us. Fell asleep. BJ, Minnesota.
What's going on, Boxing Voice? So it's up to the whole panel. Thank you for the show today because I think it's a very compelling one. Now, Gervonta Davis, I believe that he fought a very strategic and a very well fight. I honestly think that, and I think this is going to be something that comes with growing pains, He took a little more punches to the head than I would have liked, but I think that's going to come with time. That's going to be growing pains, and I think over the next few fights he's going to work more on his defense. But I think that, like I said, he knew that he wasn't really a huge threat power-wise, so I think that's another reason why he didn't really do a lot of, didn't avoid the punches as much as he could have. Now, with the DeGale and Jack fight, now I don't know if any of you guys scored it, but I watched the fight twice. The first time I watched it as a fan, and at first I thought it was a draw, but then I went back the second time and I actually scored it. And I had it 114 to 112 for Jack, 7 rounds to 5. So yes, it was an enormously close fight. It was a damn good fight, and I would, if you ask me personally, it's candidate for fight of the year.
Oh, that is amazing that you say that. I just received a text saying those exact words. Badou Jack and DeGale should be fight of the year. It was a great fight. I enjoyed it. I don't know about Monsterpiece talking about the first half of the round, half of the fight, but yeah, man, go ahead.
Oh yeah, and even in this fight, I would say there was at least 4 or 5 swing rounds. So depending on what you were looking for in this fight, you could have given majority of the rounds to DeGale. You could have given majority of the rounds to Jack. So, like I said, this is definitely a great fight, and I think they should do the rematch. I honestly think they should just do it one more time, because if Badou moves up to 175, I mean, I think it's gonna tarnish his reputation a little bit if he moves up after this fight and he didn't win convincingly at least, or at least didn't give it another shot to prove that he was the better fighter. So I would love for it to happen again. But thank you guys again. Great show, and I would like to hear how you guys scored it if you did score it.
Very quickly though, Ness, Jose from Canada deserved 3 servings of crow, and he picked Yuri Foreman. And if we got to give him those servings of crow, I think he deserves a gunshot too. I don't know if we should do it now or wait for him to call back in.
The gunshot for picking Yuri Foreman, definitely.
Yeah, he has to get something. I mean,
Still there? Is he still there?
No, he's not. He dropped off because he knew.
We got a massive amount of calls. We need to get.
Let's get them, all of them, back to back. Go.
Yo, it's so many, and look, JP's still waiting, but it's down.
Hold on, he's back. He's back. Jose's back.
Yeah, well, give him this crow, Jose. Make this quick.
One shot.
Unmute him, Maestro. Matt the Maestro. Oh, we might.
Jose.
Hipster.
You know what though? This is reality. We don't do fantasy matchups.
Okay.
But I got
crow. Just give him crow.
Give him crow and gunshots, man. That's just bad.
All right, get him out of here. Let's get to the next caller. Alex Lemon, talk to me.
We got Lemon in the track.
What's up, TVB?
What up? What up?
Calling in for my crow, man. Calling in for my crow, man.
Which fight?
Kitra, and I picked Pedraza.
Just like me, man.
That was a good pick.
I picked it. Hey, I picked DeGale too, man. That's not.
Yeah, he needs 3 servings of crow.
That's crow.
Oh, man.
Everybody get yo. That's a draw. Nobody but Jay from Orlando called draw. He gets 1 more.
Drive by.
Let's go.
Hey, I gotta give Gervonta Davis, man. I gotta give him an apology too, man. This fucking guy did it. Yeah, it came out explosive, man. He surprised the hell out of me. So I want to give him all the credit now. It was a great night of fights. Every fight was exciting. I had a great fucking night of boxing.
Yeah, man, me too.
So that's it, man.
Yeah, I did like Gervonta's performance. The stars definitely on the rise with that one. Stainless, talk to us.
Hey, yo, what up, though?
What up?
Real quick.
Yeah, what up, TBV, man? It was I gotta tell y'all, man, I enjoyed this weekend. It was nice to
get back into boxing. And it was a good time, man. I hadn't really seen Gervonta Davis, and to see him versus Pedraza, it was a good time. I hadn't really seen Pedraza before, and the DeGale Jack fight was decent. You know what I'm saying? It was two people that I'm gonna have to agree with Monster just regularly, and I was impressed by him because I had never seen anything greater from them. I think they both pushed each other and they just leveled out. A draw would have been best. Or I could have understood if either 1-1. Two things I want to say. I know y'all probably should be on drive-by. Y'all not already. Like most people, I'm blue collar, so I just paid my rent. My daughter's birthday was yesterday. I get paid Friday, so I'm gonna go ahead and RSVP in. And as usual, man, make sure y'all push the thumbs up, share this episode and every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. And if you ain't been on Patreon, man, I usually don't say this either, but if you ain't been on Patreon, if nothing else, go on there, man. I started out for $1, you know what I'm saying? Because I understand because I got on at Christmas and everything, but not money straight again. I'm gonna go ahead and get my boomerang. You know what I'm saying? Not even so much because I can call back whenever I want to, but because there's so much other stuff that you can see as a boomerang member. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? That hunger, that thirst, man. Boxing is making a comeback right now. You know what I'm saying? All them other sports got that bullshit going on, and especially since the WBC, WBA, and everybody else is starting to get those real good guidelines. And they're starting to push them, or at least push them a little bit more. We guarantee to see some real good sport again. So, you know what I'm saying? There's the good, the bad, you know what I'm saying? But let's just enjoy that boxing, you know what I mean? Enjoy the boxing voice for making sure we get that shit, man. Thank y'all again, man. Y'all have a great night, man. Peace.
Great call.
Man, this great call, man. And I can't believe everybody loves that boomerang. It is something amazing to have. Ali from Dago, talk to me, man. Did you enjoy those fights?
Yeah, what's up, y'all? How's everybody doing? Yeah, man, I hella enjoyed it. I have to disagree with Monsterpiece. I thought that was a very, very good fight. You know what I'm saying? And with James DeGale, man, it's like with James DeGale, it's not just from this fight. I've noticed in the other fights, he looks like he's almost gonna give in sometimes. Like when he like if you hit him a few more times or you find a way to really get to him, it looks like he's willing to give up. I don't know. That's just me. Like the way he moves around sometimes when he's getting hit, it looks like it's only a matter of time till you finish him. But I mean, he finds a way to finish the fight. He's a tough dude. It was a great fight. I thought it could have went either way, but I picked DeGale to win, so I got to eat crow for that. But I give the edge to Jack, So I guess I got to eat crow for that. And I'm happy for Tank. You know what I'm saying? He went in there and did his thing. And I want to know. Okay, go ahead. Give me the crow for that.
He needs 2 because you picked Keetroff.
And who else did I pick?
Keetroff over Alim.
Oh, so I was wrong about that one?
Yeah, Keetroff got knocked out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see that fight. All right. But yeah, that's my call, y'all. Keep up the good work.
Ali, as always, thanks for calling in. Time to get out to some more alumni out here. It's always a good call.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia. You got your block on fire, you remain in the cheese. Until the moment you expire, you go where it is. You make it nothing out of something, you handle your business. You're gonna be crying in this something, you're gonna be cheese.
Ooh, what's good, people? We had a fantastic night of boxing, bro. See, but that was a hell of a fight, bro. The Badou Jack fight, but that was a hell of a damn fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? They were going neck and neck. See, that's why we need more 50-50 fights, man. You know what I'm saying? With like the number one
which I thought Jack DeGale was the better fighter. I ain't gonna lie, but you know I had a lot of respect for Jack. Even though a lot of people shit on Jack, I knew he was a good fighter the whole while. But say, bro, the number 1 and the number 2 guy, bro, that's what we need in boxing. That was gonna save boxing. We need the number 1 and the number 2 to get in the ring, sign a contract, and do this shit. You know what I'm saying? But say, bro, you know another thing I noticed, say, bro, Badou Jack, that's a big dude. Man, DeGale, he's like a small, like 168 pounder, man. That dude Jack looked like he was about he looked like he was 190 to me, unless I'm tripping. I don't know. He looked like he had some size on him, bro. But I gave it to Jack, bro. I mean, it could have went either way, but if you're gonna give it to somebody, I think Jack earned it, bro. He put in the body work. That was some man, them fucking shots to the body, bro. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, he put in some work, bro. And the girl put in good work, too. Don't get me wrong, bro. He was the most talented fighter, bro. But, Jack, bro, he fundamentally sound, you know what I'm saying? And them two styles, they kind of clash really well, like, I think. You know what I'm saying? As far as Tank Davis, he need to work on his stamina, bro. I like the performance. He did his thing, but say, bro, if he fights Toledo or Vargas or Lomachenko, like them dudes, that man, he gonna have to get his stamina up, man. And he got to work on that head movement and that defense a little more too. But you know, he's 22 years old, 16 fights. Think about it, he in the water with them shows right now. Them shows in the water, and I think they all smell blood, bro. But we're gonna see what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I think he need to fight a little mandatory. Be able to get him like another 2 knockouts, then you know, we'll have to go for the rest of them balls. But I don't think they need to throw him straight in there. Not just like that, you know what I'm saying? But I like him, though, bro. I like him. Pedraza, I don't know who came up with that game plan. You gonna go in there with a young puncher, and you gonna work to his advantage, and you trying to mock him and all that shit like you doing something. And God said, no. You know what I'm saying? Any dude got to step their game, but that's my call. I know you got a lot of people. That's my call, though, baby.
NL, man, always a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you for calling in, man. Drive safe out there on the road. We got Mike from New York. I had the pleasure.
Hold on. We got Compa. We got Compa.
My bad, Mike. We gotta go to my boomerang, man. I'm sorry. Where we at? Up. And we got to give him his intro, right? Because, you know, he's been calling in for years, and he's an alumni status.
Hey, yo, what up, Boxing boy?
What up, compa? Talk to me, man.
Hey, what up, man? I just want to say I enjoyed the fights last night. Badou Jack versus James DeGale. DeGale was a good fight. Tank winning the world title. Good fight. Hey, but yeah.
Matt. How much crow this guy got to get? Because he stay picking him wrong. He think he's slick.
No. Dude, this guy, if we weren't counting draws as crow, he would not have any crow. But we have to give him some crow because of Badou Jack and James DeGale. But he picked Aleem over Keetroff. He picked Lara. He picked Davis.
Damn.
Yeah, he almost came out spotless.
Who was his pick for DeGale Jack?
His pick was, hold on.
Hold on one moment.
His pick was DeGale.
Oh, you were DeGale.
So he was right. You know.
I hate to do it, but I mean, rules are rules. Now, what you was asking me, you said, ain't that's what?
Hey, Ness. Hey, did you get your crow though for Pedraza? You took your crow already?
Yeah, I took it early, but I'll take some for you.
Hey, good looking out, though, Boxing boys. See you guys later. Chavez Canelo, baby. Yeah.
Chavez Canelo. That's going to be the one everybody wants. I'm telling you, that's going to change the sport right there. They don't get it. At least for a month or so. All right, we got Tali from Dago, NO, and Mike that I got to meet. He and his wife yesterday in New York City. Mike, what's going on, my friend? Pleasure meeting you yesterday.
My brother. Pleasure meeting you too, my brother. Yo, you're doing your thing, man. I was happy to see you yesterday, man. Good job, man.
I was blessed. You know, I was humbled by that. So good looking on that. Yeah, man. So like I said, I was there live with you. I had it. You know, I'm gonna get right to it. I had it a draw. You know what I'm saying? I had it a draw. I DVR'd it at the crib, so I didn't watch the DVR playback yet. But I had it a draw, straight up. You know what I'm saying? And like you know, I'm not too sure. By the way, let me eat my crow, because I had Keetrov winning, and I had DeGale winning. So give me that crow. Yeah, man. Shout out to Aline for digging deep. That was what's up. You know what I mean? I respect him. His defense is a little shaky, but I respect him. And man, Tank, you know, I like Tank. I like him a lot, but he got to sharpen up on his defense and his discipline, because he gets hit, you know, unnecessarily. So, you know, on that end, I respect him. Hopefully he does well at that weight. You know what I'm saying? You know, the motherfucker is powerful. He can hit, obviously. He can jab. He can jab low to the body. I like it. You know, so he was jabbing more than Pedraza, so irony. So you know, I respect him, but man, he got to be more disciplined, more fine-tuned with it. Yo, on a sidebar, Ness, what is going on between you and Broner? What is this thing that's going on between y'all?
Yo, I mean, Broner is funny, man. He's like, he holds on to grudges, and he's bipolar. So like I say, like 1 minute we ain't got a beef, 1 minute we do. I mean, technically the shit is from like forever. It was when Lamont Peterson fought Kendall Holt in Washington, D.C. See, the thing is, he be wanting to say whatever to people, you know? So we've had our words with one another. And, you know, I don't know. I thought we kind of buried the hatchet, to be honest with you. We did a couple of interviews in D.C., but then yesterday, you know, he was like, no. And then off camera, he's like, man, you know, I'm only playing as entertainment. I'm like, it ain't entertainment when I ain't getting to do what I need to do. So I don't know, man. Broner's Broner. What could I do?
Well, if anybody from about billion is listening, yo, let that go, because I saw when he fought what's his name from England last April, Mayweather's boy, actually, you know, Dan Rayfield was interviewing Broner, and right then and there, Broner was able to bury any hatchet he had with Rayfield. So it's like, if you can bury the hatchet with this dude, you can bury the hatchet with your man, or you know, with your brother who's doing his thing, a person of color that's, you know, grinding it out. You know, chill out. I would tell somebody from Broner's camp, yo, chill out with that. You know what I'm saying? It's not that serious, but yeah, man. I mean, that's what's up, man. Otherwise, I enjoyed the fight. You know what I'm saying? It was a good look, and hopefully I see you March 3rd. I'm RCP when I get that cash.
For sure, Mike. Thanks for calling in. You know, it's funny too, Matt, because the way that it all stemmed from, he did an interview on ESPN that day in DC. And he was like, he told whoever, I think it was maybe Brian Kenny that was interviewing him. He was like, yeah, I'm coming for that WBC belt. At the time, obviously he was 135, moving up to 140. Danny was the WBC champion. So I'm live at the fight. I get the text like, yo, Broner just called down Danny on ESPN. I'm like, he ain't say his name. He's like, nah, but he said he coming for the belt. I'm like, text me exactly what he said. So at that time, obviously, me and Broner cool. I catch him in the back, and I'm talking to him. So I pressed him, right? I'm like, yo, you just did an interview and said you want the WBC champ. I mean, you want the WBC title. So he's like, yeah, I'm coming for that title. I'm like, but Danny Garcia got that title. He was like, I'm coming for that title. So I'm like, so that means you want to fight Danny? He was like, I'm coming for whoever got that title. I'm like, well, Danny got the title. I mean, you saying you want? I mean, Danny's my boy. I'm just saying whoever got the. So it's like, yo, you coming for, he got the title. He's like, well, then I want to fight Danny. Like, he finally got tired of me because I kept going back and forth. That's how it was. So he got tired of that. And he's finally like, well, yeah, I'm going to fight Danny. You know, I went to Danny right away. You know, a couple of weeks later, I'm in Danny's gym like, yo, the boy said he want to fight you. So Danny and you know, Angel is not, you know, one to hold this tongue. So Angel, like, Broner don't want to fight. He knows from the amateur, he little will beat him. You know, Angel did all that. So then Broner's like, oh, you starting problem between me and Danny. This is now fast forward into the Judah, Danny weigh-in. He's still holding grudges. So he sees me at the Judah, Danny Garcia weigh-in, and he's like, oh, you starting problems with me and Danny. I'm like, how I'm starting problems when all I said was what you said. You said you wanted to fight Danny, or whoever got the WBC. I ain't say that. All I'm doing is repeating what you say. Problem is, everybody want to be friends in this business.
90 seconds.
Until it's time to do business, right? Them checks got to be fat to get these friends to fight each other is the bottom line, and they get mad when you expose them.
Did you hear I saw Danny Garcia on Drink Champs, and they asked him about, like, yo, friends in boxing, when it's time to fight, they have to put the friendship out the door and fight each other. And Danny Garcia said, well, if you're in my division, you're not my friend. You're immediately my enemy. So just wanted to share that.
Yeah,
60 seconds.
And I don't deny it, because the only one that's always said that's my friend is Broner. Every time that fight is mentioned, even though there was propaganda with the photos flying around the internet between him and Danny in the blue suits, it was always him saying, oh, friendship aside, business never personal. Like, Danny don't never say none of that. Give him the fight, he gonna take it. I'm gonna get to some other calls. We got 201. First time caller, talk to us.
Yo, what's going on? Cruise Control.
Cruise Control, what's going on?
I can't call it. First off, let me take this crow. I need 2 crows. You heard? Yeah, my parlay.
10 seconds.
Yeah, E-Draw fucked up that parlay, man. And Jack, I like Jack, man. Jack was touching that boy DeGale to the bread basket. DeGale was winning in the middle of the rounds. You know what I mean? I had it 7-5 for Jack, but I wasn't mad with the draw. If he would have just stepped on that gas just a little bit, he would have got DeGale out of there real quick. But I think DeGale should just stay at 168, man. He gonna get slid if he go up to 175, man. Them boys punch heavy up there. You know what I'm saying? As far as Mayweather, he's a fucking bug, man. He needs to stay out of the limelight and just be a promoter. If not, just come back and fight Pacquiao again, like I said in the last show. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. I like the videos, the hard work y'all be doing. Shout out to the chat. Yo, I'm gonna be at that fight for that March 4th for that Danny Garcia and Thurman, man. I hope to get up with y'all, man. I'm out of here. One.
Get up with us on March 3rd.
Bro, you need to get up with us March 3rd, because we holding our third TBV appreciation. I head on over to theboxingvoice.com/reunion and see what it's all about. I can't believe you've been calling and you don't even know what's going on. Go watch the videos in Vegas, New York City. We back to New York City. We doing it big. Enrique, did you book the law for what? Did you talk to your mans in them?
Yo, I'm talking, I'm sorting, I'm looking for the best spot. It looks like we're going to Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and give you the culture of Brooklyn. You know,
well, we still don't know. I mean, we might haggle with Gleason's. Gleason's came in pretty high, but I still really like the exhibition idea, man. Little couple fights, maybe an undercard on there. I like
Everyone's ducking me, man. Everyone's ducking me.
Yo, oh my God, I wish there's so many people, but I don't want to do it. I don't want that. Yo, I don't know. You're a brave man, Matt. I think MD got it right. You know,
I'm stupidly brave. I'll be honest.
On a day like that, you want to party and bullshit, right? You don't want to fucking be lumped up. But all right, you know, that's you, Joey in Indiana. Talk to me.
Yo, what's up, Ness? Hey, Ness, real quick, man. Cruise Control's a funny dude. I think he was at the TBV party. But man, he sound like he holding a pistol to somebody's head when he's talking, man. He got me rolling over here, man. But hey, real quick, he be snapping on the phone, man. I'm over here dying, man. But hey, real quick, I need 3 servings of crow and give me a whole round of gunshots, man.
1 crow, 1 gunshot. Let's go.
How you want it?
3 crows, 3 servings of crow.
Damn,
3 crows,
3.
Well, a gunshot and crow equals 3.
Yo, that's so many. We're gonna have to do a remix.
The gunshots for me. Go ahead.
Ooh, deadly.
Yeah, okay. That gunshot's for me not going March 3rd, and then the crow is for I just picked bad yesterday. I picked DeGale to win, I picked Jose to win, and I picked the guys from Ukraine to win. So I was all off. But anyway, man, I don't care, man. I enjoyed the fight. Like Brooklyn, that's what I was telling my boy and on Twitter too, man. I think the Barclays is the new Mecca, man. Like big fights is coming there, and it's looking like the crowds is showing up. So that's what's up, man. They bringing big fights to there, so it's gonna be on and popping, man. So I saw you working, man. Mike from New York addressed it already, but I was gonna ask it. I saw that video when you posted last night when you tried to get up with Broner, and I was like, damn, Broner just brushed my guy off like it was nothing.
Yeah,
But,
man.
You know how it goes, man.
Love-hate relationship. He stayed doing it too. He stayed doing it. That's not the first time. That's how he is with me only with me too. But that's because of the tough questions. Remember, I'm the same guy that interviewed him about Earl Spence knocking him out. Like I'm not like these other guys. I'm not fluffing you up. I'm not gonna be like, hey, this is Broner, you're a big star. I ain't got time for that, man. You know, I ain't got time.
You're flashy, you're hype, you're fresh.
It's like, oh, you're Adrian Broner. You got 20 chains on. Can you tell me? I don't.
We got about billions in the building.
I ain't got time for that, man. You know.
No, man, but no, that's cool though, Ness. But yeah, man, it was a good. I actually watched the presser too. Mayweather Promotions had it on Periscope, and I see the only thing I see what Cruise Control was saying. Piggy off what he said, man. I understand Floyd was frustrated, but I just felt like he was more talking about himself and his history and his achievements in the game. You know, I think he even checked Badou Jack one time, you know, because he was speaking of DeGale, and Floyd was like, yeah, DeGale's one of the best fighters out, and Badou was like, man, I'm one of the best fighters out, and Floyd looked to him and was like, yeah, the check was like, I said he's one of the best fighters. So I mean, it's a learning process, man. But I just think, you know, we know what you did already. You know, just stay promoting your fighters. But I don't like how you said he's thinking about not coming back to Brooklyn no more just because of the judging, man. You know, I would hope he would continue to promote Davis there because I can see Gervonta being the headliner there in New York in a year or two. You know, so. But
yeah, but I mean, he doesn't have to go. He doesn't have to go to Brooklyn. Remember, Gervonta's from DMV, so he could easily go back to those venues where they had Lamont Peterson doing 6,000 to 8,000. Remember, they had Con Peterson down there like 11,000, and Gervonta will do that. I mean, did you hear the amount of people that cheered for? I couldn't believe it. There wasn't a soul there for Pedraza.
Yeah, I didn't believe that either. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Why? What?
In New York City, the Puerto Rican got no.
But then that turns it around to like, yo, Floyd Mayweather keeps talking about himself. He's talking about, listen, Floyd Mayweather has the map to become Floyd Mayweather. That's what he's bringing. So when he talks about himself, he's telling you about the map. And
was Michael Jordan a great basketball coach?
I don't know about Michael Jordan. Different personality. Floyd Mayweather prides himself.
Very similar personalities.
No, not at all. Floyd prides himself off of all his achievements from money to wins. So he has the map to be and popularity. So he has that map to make you popular, to make you wealthy, and to make you a winner. You saw him in the ring with Badou Jack saying, yo, don't become a target. So, of course, the business chatter when the cameras are off, it's about, yo, I did this. This is what you got to do. You got to do it the way I did it to do this. So, yeah, man. I love it. Every moment of it. Floyd Mayweather, applause.
Hey, Casual, are you gonna make it down with Ness to Cincinnati?
Hell no. Casual be stunting on the trips, man.
I might
Casual ain't even. Yo, Casual. Yo. Hey, Joey. Casual don't even want to come with me to go see Wilder in like a couple days.
I might. Yo, but you know the boxing voice. Checks be short on me though. So your Patreons, your Patreons be making my checks small.
There you go. There you go. Joey, step it up. You hear him, Joey, and everybody else. Speaking of Patreon, let's get to Larry in San Francisco. Larry, what's going on? Larry,
my check is light right now this month. Let's go.
Larry.
Hey, y'all there? You hear me?
We here.
Hey, I wasn't even gonna call in tonight because I thought we weren't serving no crow because Steven wasn't there. But go ahead and give me my dose for Pedraza.
Oh no, we got the list, man. Steven had to take the day off because of his daytime job, but we got that list.
got you on that one. A little indigestion, but I'll be all right. Hey, but Ness, you was
Hold on. Sorry, Larry. Sorry, Larry. One more because of DeGale, because of the draw.
Oh man, draw crows too, huh? Like that. Hey, okay, cool. But Ness, tell me a little something about what they look like up close and personal. It looked like Jack had a nice in-ring weight advantage. Was that the case?
Yeah, man. Jack, and did you see his quads, dude? Man, I don't know. I
guy's
want to go back and watch like his old fight, at least one old fight before Larry Wade, to see if God damn, a strength and conditioning coach make that much of a difference. He didn't lose anything, right? Like he was throwing tough, hard ass punches all through the 12th round. I mean, all 12 rounds is what I mean to say. And those quads, I don't know, but those quads are huge.
Yeah, it got to a point where it was evident that DeGale's punches just had no effect. He tried to throw in combination and did nicely at different times, but it was like, a kid hitting his dad. It just wasn't backing him up or making him slow down. And at the end of the day, I think that size and that heart that Jack brought to the ring prevailed. I didn't score the fight, but it looked like he won just from watching the fight. But, oh, well, I'd love to see a rematch. I think Jack would be silly to pass up that UK money and go to 175 right now. Hold on for one more fight, Badou. Go to the UK, make good money at 68, win that fight, and then go up. But until then, I'm out.
All right, Larry, man. Thank you for calling in. We got Santiago back in. Hopefully this time we got him. Santiago.
Hey, can you guys hear me this time?
Yeah, we got you.
I had a feeling when you guys called my name, I did not hear the little beat that said I was free to talk. Oh, but what's up, guys? Shout out to Matt for having me and Ferngully over at his house on Friday for PBC on Spike. I really wish I could have been there with them for yesterday's fights, but well. I got to take my crow for Evgen Kitrov and the draw, so... But man, what a great Saturday, honestly. Like, I was the one who told you guys that I was picking Gervonta, and it wasn't because of his association with Mayweather. He does look to have some stamina issues, so I hope he does continue to work on that. And I look forward to seeing him fight some of the better names at 130. Man, what a hell of a fight. The main event, Amanda Serrano, Kitrov, all of them were such great fights. And Matt actually texted us in the group chat a picture of James DeGale with his missing teeth, and it reminded me of Leon Spinks when he fought Muhammad Ali. So it's like, oh, God. It's barely January. We still got a great first quarter of 2017 to look forward to. We can only imagine what the rest of these fights are going to look like, in days to come. So here's to hoping, next week is Showbox, and 2 weeks later, Santa Cruz, Frampton. If you guys have any questions regarding some of these fights, feel free to ask me. Otherwise, that's my call.
All right. Thanks, Santiago, for calling in. Cut West talking about fly him out. Listen, Cut West, if you was the A side, you get flown out. You not the fucking A side, dog. You get Peter Pan Greyhound money. What you talking about? When you come and you win the belt, then you become the A side. Take short money like Floyd. You always in the chat talking slick, telling people that other fighters need to take short money. You take short money like Floyd. Take short money like everybody that need to take their opportunity. And then you become the A side. Like you're not even the A side yet. We about to give you a shot. Manhattan Virgin, talk to me.
Yeah, hey, how you doing, fellas?
We're good, brother.
I just want to say y'all doing a fantastic job, man.
Thank you,
Hello?
Manhattan Virgin. Thank you.
Yeah. I just want to let me run a couple of things down for you. I had the DeGale Badou 114. Fantastic fight. We used to watch those suckers every Friday night, 2 or 3 of them every Friday. So what a fantastic thing to see that. I also want to say that at 175, these two guys have no chance. You got Better Be the Monster coming. You got Ward, still a little slow, but slick. And you got Kovalev, who in my opinion is going to go on the warpath. So they stand no chance. The other thing I want to say about Floyd reminds me of a great actor who's won the Oscar, the Grammy, the Tony. He's got $800 million in his pocket, but now, Father Time has caught up with him. He can't remember his lines. He can't get his blocking right, and he can't do it anymore. And it's killing him. It's absolutely killing him. And the last thing, I just want to ask you guys this question, because somebody called me up and asked me, and I'm spreading it around. Who are your top 3 gatekeeper fighters and cherry pick fighters? Let me give you my 3. Number 1, I got Canelo. He drops the belt. That makes him number 1. I got Adonis. He keeps talking, but I don't see him signing nothing. And Wilder. I put Wilder my cherry pickers, not a. So I don't understand what's going on. But anyway, y'all keep it up, man. Y'all doing a fantastic job.
Manhattan Virgin, that was a great call. That was a great call. We got to get that little piece and probably put a little thought to that. Make some more conversation. That is, I can't think on the spot like that. But damn, top 3 cherry pickers and top 3. What else he said? Duckers.
To be honest, I was looking at the chat because the chat's just really funny right now, man.
Oh yeah, they're blowing up because they're trying to Cut West is acting like
use the A sign.
No, he's acting like Gennady Golovkin in the negotiations with Canelo. That's what I'm trying to say. And what's funny is he's always telling Golovkin to take the short money versus Canelo.
Of course.
And here he is requiring first class. He didn't say fly me out. He said, I need a first class flight. Like he Mike Tyson or something. Yo, talk about Terrence Crawford pricing himself out.
Delusional.
Yo, talking about Terrence pricing himself out. This guy is lost it. Oh man, hilarious. All right. Well, let's see. I guess it's time to give those final thoughts, man. Final thoughts is I'm always happy to swallow my words. Or matter of fact, before we get to the final thoughts, you're the hipster, bro. Where the hell did this eat crow thing come from? Like we've adapted it throughout the years, but how the hell does crow have anything to do with something with me being wrong?
It has nothing to do with boxing.
Yeah, but how does it have anything to do with being wrong?
I believe the term was coined. I can look it up, but I believe
someone definitely answer that in the comments.
Yeah, it's like a
from Google. I mean, what the hell is crow, and why are we eating it? We're a bunch of weirdos here, just eating fucking crow for years, and we don't know why. Final thoughts. Cut West should stop ducking, and so we could get a major TBV appreciation night event with live from Gleason's. Can you imagine that? Live from Gleason's. Now, it would be
on. Ness, there's a Wikipedia page about eating crow. You want me to read this shit?
Yeah, hell yeah. Fuck
okay. Eating crow is an American colloquial idiom meaning humiliation by admitting wrongness or having been proven wrong after taking a strong position. Crow is presumably foul tasting in the same way that being proven wrong might be emotionally hard to swallow. The exact origin of the idiom is unknown, but it probably began with an American story published around 1850 about a slow-witted New York farmer. Eating crow is one of the family idioms having to do with eating and being proven incorrect, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, so that's what it is. There's no real exact origin of it. There you go. But basically, like eating crow tastes like shit, and being proven wrong tastes like shit.
Let's talk about ducking for a little bit.
Ooh, I love this conversation, man. Come on, you know me.
Like, isn't it ducking if nobody knows you yet? You want the venue to be in your hometown?
Are you referring to like James DeGale wanting it to be in London? Is that where?
No, I'm referring to Cut West talking about appreciation night in Atlanta, so I could get some. I love Cut West. He makes me laugh so hard.
Dude, Cut West isn't even Rod Salka. Let's be real.
Yo, are there any fighters in Atlanta? George Peterson is from out there, right? The trainer? Like,
yes, he is. There's no big gyms out there, not that I can think of.
I don't know. I don't even think Peterson's gym is out there. You know that Emmanuel Aleem is trained by George Peterson. I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that. I've only seen like one of Aleem's fights though.
All right. Final thoughts before I forget. Davis. I tried to go against the grain. You know what I mean? I tried to do what I did when Lomachenko fought Orlando Salido and think that the unproven talent wouldn't prevail on fight night. Davis definitely made me a believer and a fan. Like, I actually want to see him fight again because what round was it? Did he stop Pedraza? Like, he has power late versus an elite
6th or the 7th.
Exactly. So this is exciting for me. People are giving great matchups. They're right, you know. Like, I did see him take a lot of shots from Pedraza, so it would be interesting to see him take shots from someone that hits a lot harder than Pedraza. For Lomachenko, right? Like, if Lomachenko landed all those jabs and 1-2s that Pedraza landed, it would hurt a lot more. And Pedraza went to the body a lot on Tank, and Lomachenko would hurt him a lot more. So we believe, but it was definitely a star is born, if not someone new to follow. And I'm sure we'll be doing immediate reaction shows the minute his next fight's announced. James DeGale, Badou Jack, two men that laid it on the line. And to me, I mean, unfortunately, I don't agree with Monsterpiece. It was a beautiful fight to see two guys on that level do it the way that they did. DeGale scoring an early knockdown, and then Jack being able to get his late. Again, credit to Larry Wade because Jack looked the best version of Jack that we have seen in a long time. But credit to DeGale as well. You know, he came on strong in the beginning. It was just a wonderful night. The Barclays Center was electric. No issues outside of Broner. Floyd was there, right? You know, promoting away. There was even the people from that show that you watch, Love and Hip Hop was even there, bro. The blogger and all that shit. The girls, Floyd had them all there. This is what I'm saying. This is what I wanted Jay-Z to do, but he dropped the fucking ball with Rock Nation, did he not? Hell yeah. Yep. But anyway, I'm your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO, and you can find my co-hosts after they give their final thoughts.
Listen, right? DeGale just to be in the ring. Slow start versus quick starter. I disagree.
Speak into the mic, my friend. Stop turning your head.
Yo, I disagree with Monsterpiece as well. I enjoyed both of those fights, especially the Gervonta fight. DeGale amped up, steps into the ring. First round, I couldn't comprehend what happened. Just at this sneaky left punch put Badou Jack down, and from there on out, it was just like a chess match. That's what boxing is. Sometimes you got to pay extra attention to understand what's going on, and that's what you got with Badou Jack versus James DeGale. As far as Gervonta versus Pedraza, I picked Gervonta just based off of knowing that he's a man with power fighting a guy that is technical. We didn't see technicality. We only saw strategy go wrong for Pedraza, my fellow Puerto Rican. God bless you. It was a beautiful, beautiful fight, a beautiful weekend. I am very much in love with Mayweather Promotions, especially he putting in his tagline, the past, the present, and the future of entertainment.
Sports and entertainment. You've buffed that up 3 times today. Past,
he's close enough. He's close enough. It's okay.
He said entertainment. He didn't say
sports and entertainment.
Did you watch the footage?
Dog, I was live, man.
So how did you see it if it was live? I'm talking about what I heard on television.
Because he said it like all night. That's his thing. Sports and entertainment.
All right, well, sports and entertainment. You can find me at TBV. Okay. I am on Instagram at Fight Talk. I am on Twitter at TBV_casual fan. This Wednesday, we are going to the official press conference.
Oh, yes.
And we want to make a, you know,
Biggie. We're going to do it Biggie Fries, Biggie Drink on this one.
We're going to do it.
See a Keith Thurman live Wednesday.
Press conference
is going down. Patreons, you know you're going to be in luck. You remember when we was at the last press conference for Danny Garcia, we gave you tons of behind-the-scenes footage. So you know what to expect. It's going down Wednesday. Plus, I got all this new equipment. And Enrique just got the gyro. It's going down.
We making a movie. We will bring you the culture.
Yo, please.
Conference.
Can you let us know if you like that the camera that Enrique is using? How do you say that, Enrique? Because I don't want to taint their opinion. You know what I'm trying to ask.
He's talking about. He's saying there's a filter. He keeps mentioning filter.
I tried not to even use the word so that you could give the proper word. Come on, Mike.
He's saying, do you like the look? The look. Do you prefer like a Eli Sec back?
Why don't you ever talk into the mic? You don't get. You gotta.
My mic is exactly in front of my face.
Now you're talking into the mic.
So what Nestor Gibbs is trying to say, do you prefer an Eli Sec back?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Bad comparison.
Do you prefer a Eli Sec back Sony 300 camera?
Stop saying that. And it's not Eli, isn't it? Ellie?
I don't watch the man. I'm just saying what I know.
You just botching names today.
Well, whatever. But like the look of the video, I mean, it was all positive.
Yo, you was gone for a minute, Enrique. Is Cut West the A side?
Against who?
Against you on TBV Appreciation Night at Gleason.
Oh, please. I'm A side hands down, man. How you wouldn't even come up with that question?
Yo, because I said, yo, we're gonna put you on the Peter Pan or the Greyhound. He like, yo, you gotta fly me out first class.
Nah, he got to drive his damn self here or buy his own ticket. He's B-side all the way. Nobody know Cut West.
Yo, Cut West, yo, wait. But the A-side gets to pick the venue?
The A-side picks venue.
Because Cut West was like, yo, bring it to Atlanta and we got to fight. Yo, he doing the same shit they laughing at Canelo for doing.
Yeah, he's overpricing, over marginalizing himself.
Oh, hell yeah. He was Terrence Crawford a few minutes ago when he said fly him out first class.
Listen, the show is over.
Yo, he said, see they ducking.
Yeah, Cut West, you need to step up your promotion. Listen, show is over. Let's go, Matt. What's your tag?
Oh, you don't want to hear his tagline. Come on.
No, my final thoughts on the weekend. I think DeGale won. I think he would win in a rematch. I don't think the rematch is going to happen, though, so it's time just to move on. He's probably going to fight Callum Smith for another unification bout in London in the summertime. And Gervonta Davis is a star, I think. I think Mayweather has helped. I think Mayweather's, when he was asked about Gervonta Davis post-fight in the ring about his stardom, and he said, abso-fucking-lutely. And the crowd just roared. You can just tell they have it there. They have that X factor there. So I can't wait to see what he's going to do. I think we have a new contender at middleweight with Emmanuel Alim. I can't wait to see what he can do. Serrano looked awesome. Fuck Erislandy Lara because that fight was shit. He needs to be fighting like anyone. He needs to be fighting like Andrade and people like that.
At least he called him out.
True, but come on, he didn't need Foreman. Come on, really, that was bad. But anyways, you can check me out on Twitter at Mixed Combat News. And if you want to see an MMA podcast, my MMA podcast, it's Mixed Combat Radio on all platforms: iTunes, YouTube, SoundCloud, etc.
Patreon as well. Check them out there. Support your producer here. Enrique, you gave your casual fan _ casual fan?
Yeah, TBV _ casual fan. That's my Twitter. And last night it was lit.
Yo, Enrique, so what about them Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman shirts?
Oh.
Fight week, fight
night. We pushing them.
What about them Brooklyn boxing onesies?
Oh, Brooklyn boxing towels.
One-offs, nah, them one-offs.
The one-offs, they're available.
Oh, they are?
The one-offs are
The
available.
hoodie that you had?
Oh, the hoodie I have is available. That's ready. You like that? I wore that yesterday.
You was at the fight? I ain't seen it.
Nah, I wasn't at the fight. You'd have known I was at the fight. I mean, I wore it yesterday.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You know you be on the low.
Nah, I wore it yesterday, and I saw people looking at me like, yo, you going to the fight? And I'm like, damn, I didn't know you knew that fight existed. But yeah. So yeah, man, shout out to the shirt. Brooklyn fight.
What's the next big fight? What's on the schedule, man?
Nah, there's somebody, Granado Broner.
That's February 18th.
That's
though.
not next.
Oh,
That's
no.
not-
Next
I
is
got the schedule.
What's next?
Is Zlatic and Mikey Garcia plus Santa Cruz.
Frampton. That's next week.
Yep, that's next week. Who else is on that? Who else is on that?
Hold on.
What'd you say, Enrique?
That snuck up on us, Frampton, Santa Cruz.
It's always been. I don't think it snuck up. I know we definitely need to do a review, a preview on the Garcia Zlatic fight before it gets any closer than this.
We have an Adam Lopez versus Danny Roman card on Showtime.
Adam Lopez is a friend of the show. He's been on, and Danny Roman's undefeated. He signed to Thompson Promotions.
Zab Judah's fighting.
Yeah, Zab. We actually got Paul and Adam covering that one over here in New York.
Hold on. Let me get hipster there for a second. Winham Menothane is fighting.
Springs, Tashiyuki Mora and Miguel Roman, and also
that's on the 28th.
Belchek.
On the 25th, though, hold on. Hipster moment. On the 25th in Thailand, Wingham Menothane versus Melvin Jerusalem for Menothane's WBC strawweight title.
I was about to say, drop that.
Yo, how you
drop that?
Yo, why that dude's name sounded like he was deli meat? Say it again.
Winhang Menothane. That's my interpretation of what I see in terms of the letters. I could be butchering that.
And Menothane with American cheese on rye, please.
But if you guys heard like knockout CP Freshmart, that's in the same division.
Biggest draws in Mexican boxing today. But my question for you is, why did it take so long to
do you have Wingham man on rye
to get this fight done?
It takes long because both fighters want to have things their way. Ultimately,
what is that?
I don't know. Oh, it must be it's ESPN. My bad. ESPN had like an automatic thing up. That was my bad.
That was Enrique. I thought that was part of his punchline because after the lady stopped, joke. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm waiting for the punchline. Wait, where's the climax?
that was you.
Yo, this has been TBV Overtime, and I'm out. I gotta eat later. Have a good night. Bye.
Yo,